Okay, never mind. It's good. It's down. Why sometimes and not others? Welcome back to Nat19, Gilligan's Grave. It's session 20. It's a tale of Somnus Domina. We're us, you're you, and that's frankly how it should stay. This is our
me, then I'd be you.
And I'd use your body to get back to the me. Fucking.
We made sure that chat's awake.
Jingle, jingle!
Come on, chat. You awake? Are they awake? Chat.
Does this mean I can get a clicker?
Okay.
Welcome back. It's us. It's us, and we're still here, and we're gonna keep being here. Just really quick up front, I wanted to talk about our scheduling, because it is the last Saturday of the month right now, and it happened to, as it rarely does, fall on the very last day of the month. So I just want to let everybody at home know there will not be a game next week. We'll be taking our week off, and then also, because next week is December, we will not be having a game on the 28th. So we will only have games on the 14th and 21st next month, unless we fit another one in there somewhere. But just know ahead of time that there will only be 2 games next month. There will be none on the 28th. On 28th. 28th.
Yeah, 28!
My mouth is all. Wait, deep, bro. MatPat's gonna solve my murder, and you're gonna be jealous. Wait, no, in this case, I'm Deep Throat, so it's not my murder.
Yeah, what the fuck?
MatPat's gonna solve Carrie's murder, and you're gonna be jealous of me for being Deep Throat and getting to talk to MatPat.
We're all jealous of you for being Deep Throat, Logan.
They'll be dead. You won't be anything.
You think my ghost isn't gonna haunt your ass?
You'll be haunting Izzy.
That's
Carrie
true.
floating
I'll
there with a
absolutely be
bucket of
haunting
spectral
Maddie.
popcorn.
I'm just like, I'm framing you for murder, and it's really funny.
Yep, sorry, Matthew.
Yeah, right.
Well,
You drew the short stick, so...
Justice!
yeah, what's up?
Put it down!
What do you mean?
Did you just pick up Belatro?
Oh no, I picked up the Steam Deck to turn it off, so it's like closing.
I just saw Justice is playing Belatro pop up on my screen, buddy.
Yeah, it popped up so I could close it. Off of
Damn, Discord's ratting you out.
Yeah, dude, you gotta change your settings.
It was not Discord. It was Steam.
Yeah, Steam.
Oh, you got unfriend Logan on Steam.
Because they picked up the Steam Deck.
You got unfriend Logan on Steam. That's a less critical reaction. Yeah, Logan, don't worry. Whenever we're playing game every Saturday, I'm just gonna unfriend you, then refriend you on Sunday. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's not suspicious at all.
So, with all of that taken care of, I don't really think there's much else to go over. Circa stuff. Go check out the website, nat19show.com. Go check out the merch. Go buy mouse pads. Your wrist will thank us. Go to the fourth wall.
The fourth wall, we have clothing and mugs and cups and all that good stuff. And magnets and stickers. And
Where's the link to the fourth wall? Let's spam it on the chat.
Yeah, go do that. And then also go check out the pre-launch page for, I can't talk today, this is gonna suck, for Zagalta's Exolunar Collection, the pre-launch page. Go check that out as well. Sign up for it if you want a book in March. Well, not the book in March, if you want to pay for the idea of a book in March. What else? Does anyone have anything else that we gotta go over before we start? This has been a bit clumsy, because I don't know, I got a weird vibe today. What?
You're
Goodbye.
so lovely.
No one else?
You're the best, Logan.
No one else? Nothing.
No.
I said, do we have anything else to talk about?
Watch my new YouTube video. It's cute. We play Lockdown, a Lethal Company. We haven't played that in years. We play Lockdown Protocol. It's pretty fun.
I kind of want to go back to playing Content Warning. Content Warning was fun.
It was good.
Content Warning
Yeah,
was
it
so
good.
much fun.
All right.
Charming game.
So, jumping back into things, if we have nothing else major to announce, just to recap, we only have 2 games next month. We'll not be playing on the 28th, and we'll not be playing next week because the first one is our first week off of the month. And now I'm going to roll this dice, and someone's going to tell me all the stuff that happened last time. And if it's Carrie, I swear to... Oh, my God. I'm going to roll it again. No. Justice.
Carrie.
Do you want Jonathan's coffee? Accidentally.
Stop playing Belatro and tell us what happened last time, friend.
On
I have this, and this is all caffeine.
What am I gonna do
Well-
with Jonathan's coffee?
I don't know.
My thing says
Oh,
we
you
head
know
back to the
Jonathan's
Windwolf. The old dude came back with insurance. The insurance was fake. His name is Kathos. Looking for the rock. He wanted the rock. We wouldn't give him the rock. When we showed him the rock, he was like, "Hey, yo, why this rock broke?" And we were like, "That's how the rock came."
You're Sowie.
And then we lied and said we didn't have the other side of it.
It's true.
And then he was like, "Well, what am I gonna do with it?" And he's like, "All right, well, I don't know what to do." And then he tried to escape, and then I grabbed him real good.
Yeah,
And then
he did.
I convinced him to. He was like, "Hey, man, you wanna show us where this thing is?" And he was like, "Yeah, honestly, you seem like a dope human being, but you're not a human being. I'm cool with that. Please let go of my neck."
Yeah.
Every time the situation's described to me, it's more violent.
Yeah.
His arm, and then it was sitting
And
down,
then
it
after
was
that,
neck.
I kind of dissociated while Desmond was having war stories.
It's true.
And that's all I remember.
I bet you were playing Balatro!
No, I literally just dissociated. I was like listening and I was trying to write it out. And then I was like, what's happening now? Literally, I say, what's happening right now?
I remember I do remember the segment where where Lilia went to go home and found her brother alive and well.
Mhm.
And she kind of gave her okay, he's really tired, but like he's still alive.
It's just because the expectation is that like he might have just vanished.
Well, yeah, can you blame Lilia for thinking, okay, I know I have a brother and I haven't seen him in a couple days and there's an unmarked grave in our family plot, but no one seems to know where my brother is. He's home. He turns out he's alive. Yay, I'm going to tell him everything that happened so far. That's a great idea. And then he was like, you should ask that Sa'un guy on a date and we should move. We need to leave.
You ever thought about the
Additional
fact that we
point.
live in a cave?
I mean,
You know, normal people don't live in caves.
Yeah, but we're like bunnies. Bunnies lives in holes.
Bunnies lives in holes.
Weird.
Bunnies lives in holes.
Bunnies lives in holes.
Everybody, bunnies lives in holes.
It's true. I can't argue.
That's a fair point, Lilia. Bunnies lives in holes.
But big brother, Bunny lives in holes. But big brother.
Bunnies lives in holes.
Bunnies lives in holes.
You're gonna make that the title of the session.
Maybe. Hold on.
Too early to tell.
Hold on.
Just a picture of Lily. Like a little,
Just hear the pen
little
click.
Mm-hmm.
Chalkboard and a little pointer. Bunnies lives in holes.
Perfect. Bunnies lives in
Figure of a
holes.
rabbit.
Bunnies.
It's like a little chibi Lilia behind them.
Smacks
But also-
smacks chalkboard with fucking pointer. Bunnies, psh, circles, lives, arrow pointing under, holes.
But Lilia, foxes lives in holes. It's true.
Yeah, but bunnies didn't burst. You copied us because
Earth-shattering.
you want to eat us.
Oh
my
God.
Foxes eat bunnies.
Oh wow.
Okie dokie. Effectively. So, circa the previous night, yes, you guys had your encounter with Kathos, / went and got drunk, / talked about things that were to come. Desmond went out and had some drinks with an old war buddy, as well as the child of another one of his war buddies, and found out that some things that he thought about what happened during his part in the Industrial War were maybe not what he had thought that they had been, but when this was brought up to him, he had a bit of a mental lapse, and he woke up the next morning. And also, Lilia had a conversation with their sibling, who normally is up above ground working in a lumber mill. Or, sorry, no, they're normally working between Hecla and Coglin in the lumber mill. Heckin, they had a conversation with them about stuff in the family and about leaving and how it seemed like they were bound here and that people should just decide to go if they want to leave. And then that was most of yesterday. That was most of the previous day because we had a relatively short game. What is that I'm hearing? Oh, I think it's someone with a garbage can outside. It's like, who's doing some tricks?
Rattling around.
Who's rattling around in their
I'm in
cage?
your walls.
Oh, looking for two.
He's in the walls.
Tea.
He's in the goddamn walls! Says that show that I need to watch, that I only know the memes from.
Market son.
Yep.
Run to him, Lilia.
But it's like 10 p.m.
It's time for Betty Bye.
It's like 2 hours to his house.
I'm really sleepy. I'm really tired.
Betty Bun time.
I don't know if he's there.
They're already in their pajamas.
Is there anything between all the groups of you, I believe I know the answer already, but between all the groups of you, is there anything that you wanted to accomplish with the remainder of your night?
I can't.
I just had the dumbest brain rot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just had the brain rot of like we just panned to another scene of rocks being thrown out a window and Lilia holding a sonograph.
Girls.
Oh,
Like that's so bad.
perfect.
Lives on the first floor.
Romero, your idea sucks.
Wow.
This idea sucks.
Very out of date.
Anywho, as you
Yep. The only people that I'm aware of who didn't like go to sleep would have been the Lawrence Skarn Pepper combo. Is there anything you guys do that is noteworthy with the remainder of your night, or does the next day just happen?
Next day just happened for me.
Yeah,
at
I think.
least.
Yeah, I think the next stage is happening.
And make sure Lawrence gets home, and then get to bed.
To my home or to Desmond's?
Where are you staying?
What a good question.
I feel like that's
You
You're
got
the one.
that
You're the
answer.
I feel
one
like
making
you're the one
sure.
who chooses.
Yeah, no, but you're the one making sure. Where am I going?
I'm
Where are you
following
making
you.
sure I
I'm
go?
just making sure you get there.
I'm gonna go to Desmond's.
Thank you. A choice. What a gift.
I feel like that happened. He was like, "So where are we going?" He's like, "Where?
Yeah, right.
Where do you need to go?"
Where
Yeah,
do you
very
want me
that.
to go, Pepper? Where are you taking me? Where are you making sure I go?
To
Where do you need to go,
wherever-
you little shit? What the fuck?
Never had a lady escort me home after a night at the bar.
For real? Yeah.
It's gonna look like you getting into bed.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do after this, but I've heard that that's a good time.
Okay, we're gonna really need to
Pause.
pause.
I'm gonna kill him.
I am gonna
Skarn,
need
I'm
some
killing-
guidance.
I'm not here.
Beat him.
I'm not
Yeah,
here.
you
What
didn't
are
care.
talking-
He doesn't make sure I get
Oh!
home.
Why would I care about child safety? He'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm also
what the
drunk.
fuck? Yeah.
I would put him in more
I
danger.
see. I see. I'm
Perhaps
speaking
sure
to
anything
metaphorical
Skarn doesn't like
Skarn.
me very much.
No, I enjoy you very much. That's the problem, actually. Drunk me is more of a child than you.
Hell yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, Lilia, Pepper, here we are at Desmond's.
Wow.
Dude, it's because, do you know what it is? Lilia's my Lori, like, fucking voice word.
Ah.
Yeah, so anytime
Alright,
we, like, start
Lilia.
game. Yeah, exactly, that's exactly what it is! Lilia! Lilia! That's my getting into Lori fucking
Lori! Get into bed. Get to bed. Hop to.
Fine. Good night, Pepper. Thank you for walking me home or whatever.
Good night, Lori.
Night.
So give him a little kiss on the head. Yep.
Yeah, he's here. I'll take care of him.
Huh. I guess he had a good nut then.
Fucking
Lily.
Ferris.
Don't worry, he has bad dreams about fairies all the time.
Didn't take him to be the type to fuck with the Fae. All right.
He'll fuck with anything. He's an absolute mad lad. He's very brave. You should admire him greatly.
I know he's brave. All right. Good night.
No, you know.
See you
See you
tight. All
tomorrow.
right.
Okay, you sleep
See
well
you
too.
tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
I leave. We run home.
I'm glad we got to have that awkward encounter.
Yeah, that was a choice.
All right.
Love
And
you so
you-
much, Braden.
Love you too. Go to bed.
Do you,
Oh my God.
you turn yourself in for sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
To the
To
police.
the cops? To the authorities?
For all the crimes.
For all the crimes? For all the young man crimes? For in this world, to be a young man is a crime.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Yes. No, the cop that's arresting me is asleep right now, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Is
That's
it
fair.
criminal to have dreams? To have a youthful spirit? If so, then I am guilty of more than that.
Oh yeah, that's a crime in Gilligan's grave, yeah. Not allowed to do that here.
Pit.
Pit. Fuck, every time. Gilligan's pit. That's ominous that I keep calling it grave. What does that mean, you guys? Like, jeez.
Dear God.
Alrighty. You guys, so all of you turn in and you guys go to sleep. That means that we will be awakening on Sunday, the 25th of November. The year is 756 of the Second Era. It'll be around roughly 8:30 a.m. when we begin this day. It is the day before the carnival. However, as we go to awaken, Desmond. Desmond,
Can I help you, God?
you have a dream. You have a dream in which explosives are being moved into a series of underground caves of tunnels that move throughout an island. You have a dream of an operation that, if it were to be successful, would provide a tactical advantage for your unit and those that were with you when you were in the 19th Electory. You know what? I'm not feeling you, music. The 19th Electory second deployment. You have a dream of you and your fellow deployees trying to set up explosives and rigging them all to detonate, and then you, in your dream, you relive the events where your scheme to destroy these tunnels, a means of moving about this island, are discovered. Your plan is found by the Cahulian forces that you are facing off against. Rushing back to inform those, both in your unit and those that are with you about this, a very rapid conflict escalates in your dream of you and your unit, and Hammershaw and those that are with you quickly rushing in to try to make the best they can of taking down and destroying the tunnels that are around you, leading to a skirmish, leading to a battle between your unit and the Cahulian forces that are coming into it. For those of you that are at home, the Cahulian forces being those that are of the continent Cahulis, ancient enemy of the Retian Empire. As this battle begins, you have a series of, as you do in dreams, faint blending images that weave and duck into each other, the most notable of which are you proceeding almost infinitely down these tunnels, first with those that you came with, and then alone. As you move through the tunnels, you pass by the bodies of fallen soldiers, those that you came with, those that you served with, those who came from Gilligan's pit with you to fight in this war. You seem to pass the same bodies over and over and over as you proceed forward and eventually make your way through the forces that you are fighting toward where Hammershaw had set up the explosives that, if detonated, would seal these tunnels and effectively secure these islands that you're fighting over. And as you rush towards them, you see in the distance the figure of this dwarf standing there by a detonator, which is effectively just a plunger attached to a very long rope. You see in the distance the area that would have been destroyed and what looks to be Cahulian forces, elven forces, coming up on you, lights from arcane abilities, arrows flashing, firing past you as you aim your gun toward them, pointing it down the tunnel, as you know that this is a moment, a critical moment, And as you aim it and you see your friend injured, you see them riddled with what at first appear to be wounds. But in your dream, you take a moment to inspect them that you did not take in your recollection of those events. And you see that the wounds that they have are on their back, and they are not the wounds of spells or arrows, they are wounds caused by bullets. And as you see this, there is a faint glow, and you become aware of a hand that is reaching over and is very faintly, its fingertips very faintly brushing up against your shoulder. And as they do, you become cognizant of the dream that you are in, and I'm going to show you something as you turn. With very little autonomy, you turn, and beside you, looming over you as if there was something that had been following you all along, you see... Oh, I gotta turn off the console. The ghostly form of a woman standing behind you, looking past you. Shadowy black hair wisping around her. A body that is not quite clad in clothing, but is just this pure, white, ephemeral void in space. A long ribbon tying around their arms, shifting in hues, swirling around them, and eyes that are just these bluish-white voids. They're standing behind you as if emerging from the shadows themselves that surround you in your dream, as if made of the stuff of dreams coming together and taking shape. And they don't seem as interested in you as they do in what's ahead of you. You see them mouth several words. They speak very briefly, but you do not hear what comes out of their mouth. And as they do, everything that is in the tunnel, apart from the plunger, vanishes. You see there is a dead body laying beside the plunger. The Cahulian forces that were there seem to disappear. The bodies that you had passed on the way here shift, and they are now surrounding this area, the detonation site. There's a quizzical look upon the woman who had appeared here. And then her gaze seems to shift, once again, not even really regarding you. And you hear another voice, not emanating from them, but you hear another multi-layered voice coming from off behind you. That as soon as you hear it, your head begins to thunder and pound with pain. You hear just a distant, "We should have remained star-crossed. You shouldn't be here." And as you hear this, these words seem to echo and thunder out, to the point that your head in the dream begins to beat. There is a rumbling like an earthquake below you, as the caves further down seem to begin exploding as if the plunger had been pushed. And then you open your eyes in the morning and you wake up in your bed. There's a soft feeling of emulated sunlight from the moon root outside shining in. You feel calm, but you awaken. And I'm gonna need a save from you.
What kind of save do you?
I'll tell you in like a second here. I gotta grab a thing to make sure I keep my ducks in a row. My ducks have this habit of getting out of their rows. It's not, where are you? Into the tower, please. I need a wisdom saving throw. Oh. Oh.
That's interesting.
How curious. One moment. Do. Could you then roll me into the tower a D100?
Oh God.
All right. You wake up feeling not much different than when you went to sleep. You rolled really well. I won't tell you what you rolled, but you rolled really well. But you wake up. It's the next day, and that dream, especially the end, remains vivid in your mind.
Desmond will calmly reach to his bedside table and grab his gun and just quietly walk through his house looking around for anything that shouldn't be there.
There's a young boy
Desmond, I'm glad you're awake.
who is apparently awake.
Pepper tucked me in, really tucked me in. I haven't been able to move all night. Help. Come on, man, help. I want to roll over so bad.
Slowly back out of the room.
Desmond, no! Oh.
I'm gonna go make breakfast.
Sorry. You had it coming.
You had it coming.
Restrained
Had
by
it coming.
blankets.
That sweet, sweet army tuck.
Yup.
Yeah, I'll get that ready. At some point, we'll free the child.
That was cruel of you to cook breakfast while I couldn't move.
I figured you needed your rest.
I wasn't resting, though.
You seemed, comfortable.
I wasn't.
Nonsense. Eat your dirt.
Okay. I do so. Like you said. I eat the bowl of dirt Desmond's prepared for me. So, like, what's the plan?
For today,
Just like in general.
kill a fairy. Stop a cult. Those are
Just like-
kind of separate things that we have to do at the same time. But luckily, as far as we know, the Fae thing is supposed to be in the temple of Chen Karakosh, right? We'll have to go there anyways. This is one of the last.
Okay. There's some stuff going on with Scarm. I don't think he's okay.
Oh yeah? Was he you having trouble last night?
He drank a whole lot.
Okay,
Well,
but anything out of the
I don't
ordinary?
know if that's our character or what. But yeah, he seemed really, really upset about, like, the dad stuff. And the Gotham stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hard not to be.
Well, I want to help him.
I think we're doing that.
Okay. Okay, so cults and fairies, that's the plan?
I mean, that's the upshot of things. I don't really know exactly what it's gonna look like, because they're, I think, even deeper than the last one. We'll have to get ready for a dive, and this isn't something we can really sanction with the BBTA. I can talk to the commander about it. He might be able to at least give us a reason to go. But beyond that, I will have to confer with the others. But we know they're going to be going to either one of the next two, try their stuff again, and ideally we want one of those rocks of yours to not get broken, I think. I think that'd be probably best
but
for...
some dude really fucking wanted my rock.
Yeah, the guy we shot, right?
Yeah. There's another one.
Yeah. There's another guy we shot? Or...
Wait, I'm trying to remember what happened last game. Was Desmond around for the bar stuff?
No.
No. he
Yeah, right? I
wasn't.
didn't think so. Yeah, no, but there was a whole thing where a dude like really wanted my rock, like really, really bad, and he almost like got it, but like he like looked at it and was like, it's broken. Where's the other half? And we were like, and we got away with it. He decided to not need my rock, but it was a whole thing. I need God to remind me what that whole thing was.
He was a cleric of Vestius, someone who was enamored with sorcery and magic, but didn't have the ability to use it on his own. He was blessed with arcane magic through divine magic by Vestius. He occasionally had tormentous nightmares about things. He is aware of itomancy. He had nightmares and prophetic visions of you guys retrieving the Colindrite. He came to try to take it from you, not knowing it was broken. He wants to get it because he thinks it can help him perform itomancy, because he thinks itomancy can bypass his inability to use magic because it functions differently. And then when it turned out that the Colindrite was broken, he tried to peace out, and you caught him. And then he was like, okay, well, I can help you find the other ones if you maybe give them to me. And you guys agreed to that. And then you didn't tell me that you did anything with him, so he just fucked off into the night.
Yep. Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, we can't retroactively do a thing. Yep.
It's
sorry,
okay.
yep.
Listen,
That's
I'm not the kind of GM that's gonna be like, ho. Well, now he's gone.
Now
Fuck
you never
you.
saw him
but
again.
that said,
Yeah, I
that
imagine
said,
it would have been
sounds
like, we'll fucking find you at this bar again tomorrow or something.
It sounds to me like it was a very like you stay in touch, and he was like and fucked off.
Yeah. Cool.
And his name
I open my mouth and then
Kathos.
the voice of God comes out of Lori's
There
mouth
was a
to
man,
explain
and
all
he
of
was
this
interested in
enhancement.
something called idomancy. Comes out of Lawrence's mouth with a megaphone effect.
I've heard of this
Ignore
one.
me!
It's like legend lore or something.
Yeah, explain all that.
Cool. Why did... never mind.
What?
Desmond.
Should've turned him into the authorities.
I'm gonna be real. He like really frightened me. So I was just kind of happy that I didn't end up giving him the rock. And yeah, no, you're right. I should have. I mean, we said that we would like meet him at the bar, or like be in contact with him, so we still could. Are you mad?
Also, unless you tell me otherwise, because he said he would need that half of the fucking rock to research a way to find the other one using it, my understanding is he did take it.
Oh.
That you left it
he
with
just
him.
doesn't have. He doesn't have the other half.
He has half of it.
It's half of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he said that if he was going to do the thing that he said he was going to do, then he needed it. And you guys
Oh, I thought
basically
he just gave up.
No, he said that he would use it to like to find the other half because he could like have them resonate with each other.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, Peppery, you're in trouble.
No,
Well, yeah,
not the other half. Sorry, the other one, like the other.
Okay.
Because each temple has a Colindrite.
Okay.
You'd be so lucky.
Okay, so we need to like steal my half of the rock back from him.
I mean, if he's coming with, then probably won't be an issue.
Yeah, we can get him. What is my...
We gave it to him. We threatened him. We told him to do a thing, and then we gave him what he needs to do it, and now we need to steal it back.
Now we steal it back. I'm a kid.
I'm gonna be real with you, Desmond. I don't fully know what our relationship with him is.
I don't trust anybody.
Let's
really,
find him and kill him,
except
Desmond.
You and like I trust you the most, and then other people in our group to a lesser extent. That's pretty much it.
That's generally the correct way to go about things.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. So
Okay.
going down the list. Probably find a trust Lilia. They seem pretty upstanding.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Pepper keeps telling me to do crime, and I don't know how to feel about it. And don't be like Skarn. Like, great guy, but you don't be like Skarn.
But you don't want me to be a great guy?
No, you be a different kind of great guy. He's developed habits later than you are right now, and he can handle those things. But if you tried to do that now, you would explode.
Okay, so I can be like Skarn later.
No.
What?
Eat your dirt.
I'll drink to that.
Fine. Fucking dirt.
Meanwhile, Skarn waking up, fucking, oh, what is it? 9 a.m. Time for a...
Horizontal on the bed.
Yeah.
A chandelier with an arrow sticking out of it.
Oh,
God.
forever tummy ache survivor.
God.
That's the muscle shirt he has on. Tummy ache survivor.
Fuck.
Tummy ache survivor.
I need that fucking shirt, dude. That's the most
Yeah.
real shirt. God damn.
Yeah, I need to get on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and who we eat our dirt. And I guess we would
Yep.
meet up with everybody else once we're done with our dirt.
Eat your daily dirt.
Where are you meeting him?
We don't know where any of them are going today. So, well, I guess we'll go kick in Pepper's door.
Okay.
Or the closest.
Makes sense?
She's kind of like a 50-50, because once you get to downtown, we'll go to Pepper's. It'll be easier to route them back into the others than it would be to go to Skarn, then to Pepper, then all the way back to Lilius.
Fair. Reason you want to go get Pepper first?
Because it would be easier to get them, then go to Skarn's, then to Lilius, then to go to Skarn, then back to Pepper, then
Okay.
back to Lilius.
Desmond, I need you to listen to me very, very carefully.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just wiggle my eyebrows at him.
Are you
Do you
are
hear
you
what I'm
saying
saying?
anything?
Do you hear what I'm saying?
I don't. You're not saying anything.
I'm implying that you should maybe try to smooch Pepper if that's something that you want to do.
Why?
Cause she's like really nice, and you're like, I think she'd be like a good bad influence on you, and like you're
I don't know what a good bad influence is, but they are very nice.
they're really nice. Like it'd be cool if she was like around more.
Do you like Pepper?
I like her well enough. But I mean, I'm asking if you like Pepper.
That's what I was asking.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like Pepper. She's pretty, but yeah,
You
no.
don't like Pepper?
What? Okay, I like Pepper. I don't like Pepper. Do
I don't
you
understand.
like? She's very pretty, and it would be cool to smooch her, but I don't think she would want to smooch me because I'm way too young for her.
You
I
are
think
a child, yes.
yes,
that's-
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
right,
going to
and
happen.
like it's the whole thing. I think that like you should smooch her. I'm just asking if you wanna, if that's something that you would be interested in, because anyone would be lucky to smooch Pepper.
I haven't really thought about kissing anybody.
Like ever?
Well, no, like in the last 8 years. Or
That's
10
really sad, man.
or so.
I
How
can
long have
barely
I
go
been a
like
guard?
8
That
seconds
long.
not thinking about smooching people. That's crazy.
I feel like that's a different kind of the same problem.
I don't have a problem with my problem. Right now we're talking about your problem.
For sure, Father and Son was written about you too.
Anyways, let's go.
But no, you didn't answer the question. They said like a yes or a no, or like a maybe,
What?
or like you could think about it. Like yeah.
I don't know.
You gonna like try to think about it? Maybe just give it a
Probably
little
not, but I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
about a lot of things unless I'm thinking about them.
Okay, do me a favor. Think about it.
I keep walking.
Oh, he's gonna think about it.
Oh, he's a thinking of something up.
Oh, he's thinking of something up. Desmond's drowning in a river. Like,
This ain't about him.
hell yeah. We're walking to Peppers, bitch.
As you guys are moving through the tunnels and you pass through Low Market, I would like Lawrence to roll me D100.
The fuck? But I didn't do anything, God!
I know.
It's a Maurice roll.
Oh, you don't know.
True. Could be the assassins after Lori as well.
I won't be fucking surprised.
Lawrence! Lawrence, it's me, Maurice!
Oh,
shit.
Hi! Hi! You
As
said
you
your last name,
turn and
Raven.
you see a halfling.
Slow
a bit
down,
shorter than you.
Maurice!
Slow down, Maurice!
Don't run after me! Slow down!
In here raving! As you see him walking with his with a satchel that is likely filled with his stuff, he's got a key in one hand, and you pretty readily recognize that this is around the time you would open up shop usually. Can you just see him kind of walking towards you, all prepared for the day? It's been a few days since I saw you.
Yeah, we've been working. We've been diving, doing our thing. How you been?
I've been good. Things have been all right around the shop. I've been trying to find you. I've been checking at your home, but you haven't actually been there in a while.
It's true.
And
Sorry.
is your mother moved somewhere else? I've knocked a few times, but neither of you have been there to answer.
She's sleeping a lot these days. Like, Billiam said that there's been like a few times where he's had to like go in and like she would be asleep and he wouldn't want to like wake her, so he would just like make some food so that she could like eat it when she eventually like wakes up. Rest is very important.
So Billiam's been over a lot then.
Yeah.
He gives a little nod, little not a lot of a nod, a nod. Well,
Like,
has she said anything about wanting to? Have she said anything about wanting to talk to? I mean, she hasn't been at work in a while, which is fine. But I am. I'd be lying if I didn't say I was increasingly worried about the both of you. And does it seem that has she said that she wants to follow up on what we were talking about before?
What were we talking about before?
Well, before she left, before she fell sick, she was a bit out of sorts for a very brief period of time. And she did, and you see, uncharacteristically, Lawrence, he seems like he's kind of dancing around something. You don't even need an insight check. You've known him long enough that he seems like he's trying to find the most eloquent way to not say something. She said that there's something that she wanted to follow up on, and it seemed important at the time.
Oh. I mean, she's been like in and out, like, you know, like sleeping and not sleeping and whatnot, and it's been like all over the place, like timing wise. That's why she hasn't really been able to talk to you. But like, you know, she's probably all stressed from like being sick, so she's probably like forgotten about it. Do you want to like tell me and I can remind her, and then I can get back to you about it?
Well, she would know.
She's had a fever and stuff, man. Like she might have forgotten. Like, it's okay. Like you know. Like it's me. Like I can remind her.
Just wish her well, and if she says she wants to,
Maurice, if
just tell her that if she wants it back, I haven't looked at it yet.
Maurice, if this is important, you should tell me what it is so I can remind her.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask her.
She's going in and out of like consciousness because of her fever.
Well, that puts us both in a bit of a pickle.
Maurice, please tell me.
Nah, man. Listen, you got it. And you and Billiam are both taking care of her, and you guys got this, and it's probably not even a big deal. But I just wanted you to know, just tell her I have every confidence she'll be back soon.
He seems weird about Billiam. Am I picking anything up on that? Is he not buying it?
Roll insight.
14.
He does seem irritated every time he says Billiam. But I'm going to roll just a d20. Just dynamic DC, BB. Wow. So he does seem annoyed every time he says Billiam, but it seems like more like a mild, like aggravated confusion than it does anything. Like every time he says it, it's as if he's hitching, trying to figure something out, and then being annoyed about the conclusion he comes to.
Him instead of Billiam.
Kinda, that's the vibe.
Yeah,
you get.
that's yeah. That was the vibe I was getting to.
No, she said, I just wanted her to know that I have enough confidence that she's going to be back on her feet and back, that I wanted to know that I'm good to return it anytime she wants.
I'm gonna try to have like the most sympathetic like look on my face, and just kind of be like, Maurice, please, like just tell me what you need to tell her.
I have
Tell me
told
what it's
you.
about. What is it?
She'll tell you. If she wants. If she wants to.
She's kind of out of sorts, man.
She sort of told me to keep it a secret, is the thing.
But it's me. She doesn't keep anything secret from me.
Then she'll tell you.
What if she's forgotten?
Could we have a
Would
moment,
she-
Maurice?
Sure. Sorry. I'll be on my way. If you guys want to follow up, then I'll be at work. I hope you guys are doing okay. And sorry, hi Desmond.
Yeah, always good to see you.
Yeah. If you guys need anything, you always discounts for friends. Well, for some friends. Heck it. I'll see you guys.
Bye, Maurice.
Yeah, he heads
I look
off toward the
really sad.
mid-market complex.
If he has anything of your mom's, it might be useful for you to get it. It could be a conversation to have with him.
Yeah, but like he
But
didn't.
I don't know that this is going to be something you can keep up much longer, kid.
I know. But what am I supposed to tell him?
Truth.
Okay.
I don't want to strong arm you into it or anything, but it could be nothing. Could be a surprise they wanted, something they wanted to keep from you. But if it's anything that could help find out the truth about what happened to your mom,
Well, I mean, what if it has something to do with it? What if he's involved?
I mean, I wouldn't write him off, but I also wouldn't write him on just yet. Be weird for one of the assailants to hover so close to you for so long without doing anything about it.
I guess.
And I don't know that they're trying to turn you into some sort of vessel for a death god. I feel like that's pretty limited to Skarn and the triplets.
Yeah.
I don't know that Maurice is guilty, but who knows? Rises. Seems more likely that they left something with him and it was important to them, but whatever that is, depends on how badly you want to get it.
Oh. Should we go and talk to him before grabbing Pepper?
Do you want to?
Yeah, now's probably as good a time as any. Especially before we go on a trip or whatever. If he has information, it could be helpful.
All right, do that.
Okay. Gonna try to catch up to him or go to a store or...
He's going to a store.
Yeah.
Yep. You go to the ye old equivalent of a supermarket. You go to the multi-story complex that a lot of vendors and such make their stuff out of, and you head toward his store. You head toward his agency, following threads. His tailor business. You see at this point that he is in there. The doors inside are open. He is inside of it. It looks like he's setting stuff up for the day. Doesn't even seem to notice you. He seems to just be whistling and going about his business.
Aw. I took a bite of sandwich.
Hulk.
Home.
Dirt sandwich.
Eating my
Brought
dirt to
dirt
go.
on the road.
Yeah, alright, like fuck yeah, dude. I'm just gonna like go up to like the counter or wherever the heck he's doing. Like, hey, again, Maurice.
Oh, hey!
Are you super busy right now?
I'm setting up for work, but this business doesn't usually get busy until around noon.
Could I have a little bit of your time? I want to tell you some stuff.
Oh, kid, you can have as much of my time as you need.
Thank you. Is there somewhere like a little more private than like the front of the store? Just because I
In the store.
private. Okay. I just want to make sure that nobody comes in while I'm telling you this.
Desmond, you coming in?
Yep.
All right. Close the doors, locks him. Ba-boom! Close the shutters. Bing bang.
Okay. Like look at Desmond, so like worried and scared to fucking say anything.
I got you, kid.
Okay. Maurice, I've been lying to you. And I'm really sorry about it. About my mom being sick. She was. But she died. And I didn't know what to do, and I've been hiding it because I don't want to go to the House of Uplifting, and I'm really sorry for lying to you about this. And you've always been really kind, and I yeah. There's more, but I just wanted I want to tell you that first.
As you say that they died, pretty much immediately, the color drains from their face and their diminutive body sort of struggles to stand, and you see them sort of lean back against the front counter of their little shop. Oh. Maeve is dead?
Yeah.
What happened? What did they have? Was it how long ago was it?
I don't know. I don't know what they had. I just know that they got sick and it just kept getting worse. How long ago was it, Logan?
2 weeks.
Yeah, like 2 weeks, right?
'Cause we've dove twice,
Yeah.
and each of those have been 4
Well,
or 5 days.
they died like a couple months ago.
Yeah, like a few months. Yeah.
Oh.
A couple months. I'm so sorry. I
kid.
didn't know what to do.
They seem to collect themselves and they walk over, and they, despite being a bit shorter than you, they put their arms around you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And nobody knows?
Well,
You've been hiding it so that you don't have to go to the House of Uplifting.
We've been working with the Watch, and me specifically. They want some answers, and well, once that's done, we'll probably either have them put up with the college, or we'll look into finding his dad.
Your dad.
yeah. She told me about him, before.
Oh, kid, that's a lot.
I know. I'm so sorry for lying to you. It's been really, really difficult. You've always been so good to me and my mom.
So you've been helping them with their investigations because you think what are you trying to find out?
Look at Desmond like, should we tell him this part?
I suppose you've heard of the recent arrest of a governor.
Yeah.
Word traveled fast. They were involved in a myriad of things, including some grave robbing and other things I've not to say in company. But Lawrence's mother was exhumed and stolen from their grave. So we're both trying to find the body itself, and also we have not yet caught all the perpetrators involved. We are finishing that up.
Oh. I see.
Normally we wouldn't have told you this, but if whatever they've left with you proves to be of some importance to the investigation, then it's critical that we grab it.
Now it may be. They left me a letter. It's sealed with a seal that I didn't immediately recognize, but I'd actually been asking around about it, and it's a seal of a far-off family from the land away. I don't know why they have it, but they left me a letter. They said that they were not feeling great. This is important now.
Mm-hmm.
They left me a letter. This letter, and told me not to open it unless they said that things were really dire. They said if they didn't come back. And then they took off for a while. They'd asked for some time off, and they left for about a week. And then they came back. I told them I hadn't opened it. I asked if they wanted it back. And then they said that I should keep it, but to keep it closely guarded. And it wasn't until a bit after that that they took their sick leave, and I guess things got worse.
Yeah.
But I wanted to return it because it didn't seem like there was an emergency anymore. But they seemed really insistent that if anything happened to them, that I should have it, and whatever's inside of it.
That you should have it?
Yeah, I don't know what's in it. I took it, and I kinda... Maybe I should have asked more questions, but they told me it was important. They said, is this all right? And I just said, yeah, of course. You can trust me with whatever. And I didn't ask any questions because it seemed... The nature of the thing seemed secretive, and I didn't want to pry, so I didn't.
Well, she trusted you. It makes sense.
Yeah.
When they came in before they left for about a week, were they with anybody?
No.
I imagine.
They were outfitted in gear. It was right before they left. They came in, and the previous day they had told me that they were going to be leaving and they weren't going to be back for more work. And then the next morning they came in, gave me the letter. They were outfitted in leather armor and such. I've never actually seen them geared up that way. They were kind of like a diver, and they were carrying I didn't even know they were trained to fight, really. But they had weapons on them I'd never seen before that I don't even think they should be able to afford on the salary I pay them. And they said that they'd be back, and if they didn't come back after a while, to yeah. But no, they weren't with anybody.
All right. We have a general idea about where they were going anyways.
Yeah. If this is before they got sick, then hopefully it had nothing to do with the... I don't know.
With the what?
With the people that you're talking about. Because you said they exhumed her body, and she got sick and died from a thing, but... Like, that all happened afterwards. It's not like she could have predicted that her body would get taken from the ground.
There's
that
another
she'd get
person of
sick.
interest who developed a similar illness. We believe that it's in connection with a specific man, but we are currently in the whereabouts of locating him.
Yeah. Do you think you're close?
We're closer than ever. We should have probably a setup to apprehend him in the next few days. I have to run some things by my commander first, but we're not far, at least. Or at least I don't think we are.
Well, if this person is related to Maeve and hurt them, then you definitely get them.
That's the plan.
Are you sure you should be doing this, kid? This all sounds so dangerous.
Kid's a prodigy.
Well,
Like, I'm not gonna do this.
if you're anything like your mother, you probably would surprise me. But
Maybe they fought stronger than some of the men I went to war with.
Well,
Don't let that get to your head, kid.
I make no promises.
I hid the letter away a while ago.
I think it's really important that we read it.
If it could help at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she seemed to really want me to keep it to myself and a secret. And listen, I want to help, but this is a lot. Could you guys give me some time? I
have to insist. I'm sorry.
Then I have to
There's,
insist back, Desmond.
What
She
did
trusted
say
it to me. She
before
said that
gave
it was
to you?
important it be kept secret, and I don't see how she would know that this would happen to her. I need to think about what's best.
Didn't she say that she wanted to give it to you in case things got bad?
For me to open it, yeah.
Okay.
I just need some time. I just need a little bit of time. I want to help, I really do. I don't know if this falls into
There's
the
a
purview.
ticking clock on us. And if this can help the investigation at all, this could be the difference between finding this man or having him get away. I can't overstate how serious. There's some things I wish I could explain to you, but unfortunately, certain details are, they're not currently allowed to be divulged to the public.
I understand how you must be feeling, Maurice, obviously. But this is the last thing from my mom. And I know that she said it was for you, but my mom didn't keep, anything from me.
That's my point.
You know that she would want me to know what's in this letter.
I don't know that. Look, it's gonna take me some time to get it anyways. I'm not gonna pack up, and I need a while.
Okay.
I need to figure out where I stand on this. Maeve was always very honest about everything. And you were the most important thing in her life. The fact that she gave this to me and not to you was always real confusing to me. I just need to figure out who should read this thing first. Well, you'll get it.
How long do you need?
I don't know. I wasn't really prepared for this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally understandable.
Come see me tomorrow.
I will start drafting a warrant to seize the item. You might not understand, but we'll have it ready for tomorrow, ideally, just in case. There's some things going on that I wish I could explain, but I don't think you'd understand. If you can do it sooner,
I can bring your warrant.
I will.
I'll give it to you tomorrow.
He probably won't.
I think I need... Desmond, I think I need you to leave. The kid has had a while to mourn and hasn't gotten over this. And I've just found out my assistant and best friend is dead. And I understand you're doing your job. And if you gotta get a warrant, you can get one and come back tomorrow. I will surrender it. That's fine. But I need to know for me that what's in this thing is not something the kid shouldn't know. I need time to process this. And if this is what you're gonna be doing, I respect it, and I know that it's what you have to do, but you're talking like you don't trust that I'm gonna hand it over. So I think with that, I would like you to leave and return to my home tomorrow morning. If you would.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry to give you such a hard time.
I know it's not personal. I know. I'd like a minute with the kid.
Sure. I'll step out.
You've been dealing with this for a couple of months.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known, I would have done something. I would have brought you more money to get by. I would have.
You did so much, and it's been really hard to not tell you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for lying, but more I'm sorry about your friend.
They've really elevated this place. They were a ray of sunshine in the dark down here.
I know.
I kind of felt like something was off. I mean, I may be a bit slow, but old Maurice isn't stupid. I felt like she'd been gone too long. And every day I had to think about that letter. I hated it more and more and more and more. Even now, the thought of opening it fills me with a sense of dread. And I'm sorry I can't be more help immediately. I'm just a bit... you see him, like, his hands, like, vibrating a little bit. I'm just a bit...
I'm gonna take his hands. No, I get it. I get it. And I get why you had to talk to Desmond the way that you did. But he's trying to help. It's all he knows. And he's been really good to me.
I know. And if you were on the outside, I would want him to do exactly what he's doing.
No, it's hard for you. I get it. It's okay. It's really hard for me too.
I'm gonna finish up work. Like open work. Maybe take a half day. I don't know. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna dig that thing out. I hid it away. I buried it in a bunch of my documents. Try to keep it out of sight. I'll open it and figure out what it says, and then I'll hand it over to Desmond tomorrow. And I hope that it will matter.
Okay. So can you... I know that you're already doing so much and going through a lot, but you said that the letter had a seal on it that you didn't recognize?
Yeah, it was fancy.
Could you, like, tell me what it looked like?
Best I could find, it was a seal that's associated with representatives of what's it called? And he like snaps his fingers, try to jog his own memory. The Lions Council in the Land Away. It was like used whenever nobles from the Land Away would like send messages abroad. They would use this seal. I tried to get more information from the college, but that's as close as I got.
My eyebrows, like, shoot up. Face, like, pales as soon as he fucking says that shit. Did it look like this? And I, like, point to the drawing on my shoulder, like, kind of like this.
Well, it was a lion, yeah. I mean, but the Land Away, their government, so this is the emblem of Haros is used really commonly in all their stuff. So yeah, the answer's yes, yeah.
Maurice, that it might have something to do with my dad.
You'll know tomorrow.
Okay. I'm not rushing you. I want you to process and do whatever you have to do.
It's not
But you understand how important
I do.
all of this is to
I do.
me.
I do. It's
Like,
not
not
I'm
even
not,
just the
I'm
case,
not,
just to me.
I'm not trying to keep it from anyone. I just
know.
don't
I
want
know.
the undertow to be the first people that read this thing.
It makes sense.
And I don't know if whatever's in there was intended for you. Because I think she would have left it with you if it was. And if she thought something was going to happen to her, and she left it with me instead of you, there's a chance that it is specifically in this situation that she didn't want you to be the first one to know whatever's in it. And I have to respect that.
No, I agree. I also think that she knows how much you care and would take care of me when she's not around. And you proved that. Because you were still taking care of me even when you just thought she was sick, so.
That's not gonna stop. I'm here for you, no matter what happens. Maeve was like family, and I'm here no matter what you need. I promise.
Thank you, Murray. I'm hug him.
I'll get back. Halfling hug.
I'm so sorry.
You got nothing to apologize for. You've been so strong. Dealing with all this with a smile on your face, you've been so strong.
Oh, he just lets out lots and lots of tears. Just full on big ol' weeping.
Bear, says Lawrence. Bear.
Bear.
Circling that drain,
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Maurice mostly would take whatever time is needed to sort of decompress with you before I'm sure eventually seeing you out of the shop. They do not reopen the shutters afterwards, after they head back in.
Good. Good, yes, good.
Good, yes.
He needs to take the day. to hole up.
Desmond, Lawrence is ushered outside. And Maurice solemnly kind of closes the door over in front of them.
Desmond out front.
I assume.
Yeah, I'll give him a nod. And, keep on our original path.
I'm like doing that kid thing where I'm like rubbing my eyes because I've been crying. A big old like fist like.
Hey, buddy.
Yay. So in regards to the case, I asked him what the symbol looked like on the seal of the letter from my mom, and he said it looked like the Lions Council seal. So I think that has something to do with my dad.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully, anyways. We'll get that warrant made. Assuming I can get the commander to sign off on it.
I don't think that we'll need it, but I appreciate you getting it. I think he just needs some time. He's just worried that I'm not supposed to see what's in there.
Maybe just because it's fresh for me, kid. He's probably not going to remember we had this conversation. So, as mean as it is, if we can get that thing signed, we can take it from him tomorrow. And, avoid having to re-traumatize him too many times.
How are we gonna get the warrant without letting people know that my mom's dead?
Talk to the commander, see what we can do.
Okay. Guess we should go get Pepper.
Yep.
Head towards Pepper's. I'm really glad I got to have that smooching talk with you before I got depressed. Like, fuck.
Oh,
This is
it's
good news, kid.
traumatized and depressed.
Boy.
You guys had to, as you guys head to Pepper's really quick. So Lilia,
Yeah?
Benui.
you
Benui,
bounce out of
benui.
bed to greet a bright new day. What are you doing with your morning?
Well, hot off the tails of that conversation with my brother,
She's just like, oh God, what time is it?
The
She's late
fucking
for school.
Oh no, whiplash, bitch.
Backpack over
gotta run
shoulder,
with a
toast in mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm late!
You can't. Like, it's happened so many times.
Gets hit by a truck on the way up the
No,
path.
Lilia!
Gets isekai'd as a regular human girl into a mundane normal world.
No!
fuck. No, but she does shoot up out of bed like, oh my God, what time is it? I told myself I was gonna wake up bright and early to go see something. What if he's not there anymore? I've lost my. What if I've slept through my chances at life? Is that going to be me sleeping my life away in the fucking pits? She says all this in her weird eternal loud monologue. Her mom's just sipping coffee. Shut up, Lily. Shut up.
God
Girl,
damn.
get a grip. Get a grip, girl.
No, but she does wake up. She's like, oh my God, oh my God, I'm late. Even though she was never on a timer.
God.
There was no
Enacted an entire Shakespearean tragedy in her room.
She's like, her mom's like, you
Yep.
said you were gonna wake up early, and you believed me? Anyway.
All right. You dart out of bed, you do your stuff, you get ready. You get isekai'd into another world and have to be a VTuber and play enough video games to get back to your world as per the lore of all VTubers. Fucking.
Yep.
All right.
Mushroom in mouth. No
Mushroom
toast.
in. Ha! Toasted
Girl.
mushroom in mouth.
Toasted
Girl,
mushroom in
Girl,
mouth.
you have a mushroom problem.
Hey, we get creative with mushrooms. My mom said. My mommy said. We get creative.
Mushrooms are for bunnies.
Yes, we like mushrooms.
For bunnies.
Yeah, she's gonna freaking grab her hat and grab her parasol and freaking bunny hop out of the house. Be like, bye, Mom, see ya! and then just freaking run out.
Are you heading to the temple?
Yes.
Okay, so that
Go
would
into the
take you.
temple, 'cause
That would take you.
Gonna get
There, up through Lowtown.
food.
Roll me a D100. Both. Okay, so Desmond, roll me a D100. Lilia, roll me a D100.
I can't wait to just swoom right by. All right.
Hell yeah.
That is a 96.
Those are so close to each other.
Oh, I throw mine in the tower. Just on reflex.
You got a 93. All right. I'm gonna say as you dart through and by and head into the tunnel, Desmond and Lawrence, roll me perception checks to see if you notice them moving past you, because it would be in the same general time frame, or if you don't.
Will you clock it?
You clock the dust cloud just.
12.
Lawrence. No,
Five.
you guys are distracted. You guys head on your way up towards Uptown. As you leave the tunnels from Low Market and head by them, Lilia sort of just skirts in the other side, just runs up the other side, down the other side of the road past you, into them, heading towards the temple.
We walk by a conveniently Lawrence-sized wall.
Yep.
Eh.
Stand behind a Lawrence-shaped lamp.
Hell yeah.
We just see a little
Conveniently shaped.
parasol bouncing on the opposite side in the other direction.
Alrighty.
What an attractive lamp.
All right.
Skarn, assuming you would be waking up sometime around this general time, what would you be doing with your morning?
Oh, this man rolled out of bed. It's like,
Oh no.
another day here. And then rolls down outside of the tavern and just starts walking in a general direction. Honestly, kind of just non-verbal walk through the festival area.
In Lowtown. Gotcha. Alrighty. Roll me as you walk through, roll me a perception check. We're gonna bounce back to Lilia in a second, but roll me a perception check. Oh, mushroom bunny. Cute.
There it is. Ha ha.
Bun.
I notice things. Maybe. I don't know. I got a 20, by the way.
Alrighty, as you move through the area, you notice that the very large tent that most of the main events are set up in seems to have been set up as well. Some attractions are open. There's some, like, basically old school carnival games are going on. Not the kind of stuff that you'd necessarily be associated with, like, modern carnivals, but you do see there's, like, heckin' throwing balls at bottles, that kind of game. You see there's, like, tests of strength going on. You see there's animal handlers moving about with, like, large oxes and whatnot. You hear the creaking of wheels, and you see what appears to be an ox-drawn carriage moving a small tour of people through Lowtown. And, of course, animals like that are not common down in the caves themselves. So it's a bit unusual. But yeah, you hear a bit of noise. It seems like though the main festivity hasn't begun yet and will not begin until the following day, it does seem like the place is kind of opened for general attractions, for preliminary attractions. Is there anything that Skarn would want to do or look for before I point him at another thing that you might have noticed with your 20 that you rolled?
Nah, not really. Pet an animal, maybe. That's about it.
Petting zoo.
As you move about the area, when you think about animals, you kind of wander back over the same general area that you looked in before, where you had seen Moontheris near the lions. As you pass by that large tent that is used for storage for them, and look inside, you see the large cages that had held the lions appear to now have tarps covering over them. So they are in tents, and they are covered over. And you also notice that there is a large circular, what appears to be cage now set up in that tent that is also covered over. It has a tarp securely fastened around the outside of it. And you can very faintly hear from where you are, something is shifting about, moving hay about inside of it. And you can very, very faintly hear this sort of distorted, animalistic breathing, this light coming from inside.
I pull up.
All right.
Hell yeah, he pulled up.
You might be with it. I gotta pull up, you know?
You might be with it. If you want it.
I kind of want it. And he might have it.
He might got it.
You might got
Gotta pull up. Mm-hmm.
So you're like entering into that tent?
I'm gonna enter into the tent stealthily. And, kind of without rousing an employee or something like that. Just, Metal Gear around and look around. I want to check out what's inside of that big boy.
Roll me a
How low
stealth
can you get to the
check.
ground?
Hell yeah.
How low can you go?
Fuck. It's a 12. Shit. My ass cheeks.
Yeah, right? Fucking.
Good dummy thick.
As you move in, you move relatively stealthily for like the layman. What's this? Heckin, you move relatively stealthy for the layman. You move inside. As you get closer, as you shift closer to it, you do hear the rumbling breaths of what sound like lions inside the sealed-off cages. You do hear, but they seem more like a wheeze than you'd expected, as though the animals were sick. And as you move by them and you move towards the larger cage, you continue to hear that kind of noise coming from it.
Interesting. You said this is tarped over, right?
Yep, both of them are totally sealed. Tarped over.
Okay. I'm just throwing it. Do I see anything around these cages that would like show that something's going amiss?
So as you search around roll me investigation, let's say.
Tell me what I gotta investigate. I'm stupid, but I'll maybe figure it out. Please.
Oh.
All right. So
Oh! Let's go!
17.
That's a 17.
17.
As you investigate around, you do see that there are a large amount of scratches and scrapes on the ground, as if the claws of something had resisted being moved into the larger cage. There's drag marks as well on the ground, as though something had been subdued and forcibly put inside. Around the lion cages, you see that there are what looks to be... You had been here the other day and you'd seen Muntheris, and when you did, you saw that they were like handing them food, like they were being passed large pieces of meat and they were like giving it to them as a curiosity. Looking over towards it, you can see, because there's just this small, like 3 inches of space that these tarps are not covering them, you can see on the side that those chunks of meat appear to be sitting there untouched, now discolored, having been left there, as they seem to be just dried and beginning to rot. It's only been a day, but they seem to be dried and beginning to turn color, as the lions inside seem to not actually eat any of the food that they were given.
Okay. Interesting. I dislike that. Scarn the veterinarian dislikes this. Scarn now has a white coat on, and he has made his glasses a little bit further from his eyes outward, just
Dr.
to have
Scarn.
Dr. Scarn, exactly, yes. Scarn is now can I I want to try and look into these lion cages, just not entirely, but just like I want to look in there, see what's going on. I don't want to disturb these guys. They seem sick.
Roll me a sleight of hand check to pull the tarp aside a little bit and try to give a little look in.
I feel a little bit, just a little bit. Dr. Scarn on it again with the 21.
Ooh,
With the 21. You reach in and you brush it to the side, and the inside is pretty dark. They're tarped over on the top and the sides, and there's no light really getting into there. But as you look in, you see that they have these water troughs that have been pushed over, and it looks like the water spilled out and then just dried on the ground. There are inside 2 lions, and both of these lions, there's two things you notice about them. Thing one, they seem a little bit larger than they should be. The lions appear to be a bit heftier than you recall lions in Mungrung's Madness typically being. Lions are a staple here. They're usually part of like the lion taming show that often goes on in the main tent. But these ones look very large, and you also see, though it's difficult to see in the dark, you see that there's patches of their fur that have a blackish tone to them that on the very edges seems to be flaking off, has like the texture of like burnt incense on the very edges, but it's only on patches, and it doesn't, not in a sickly sense. It just seems like some chunks of their fur appear to have been had almost as if like burnt incense had been rubbed into their fur.
Huh.
But at the same time, their fur just appears to have adopted the color as well.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna real quick. Just give me also just let me also real quick. I'm gonna roll a little thing into it. This is your sleep apnea GM rolling some dice. Give me a second. Again.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I forgot. I don't have a tower. I'm the GM.
Oh no.
You just can't see my rolls. They don't seem to notice you. Somehow, these animals that are good at perceiving, these predators, somehow your 13 beat them. They seem to just be laying still, breathing heavily with this labored but very soft breath inside.
Yeah, I'm just a chill guy. They understand.
Yep.
They get it.
Scarn's just good with animals.
Just good with animals, you know?
It's true.
Okay, so I've seen these guys. I dislike their condition, all right? Dr. Scarn dislikes this condition. And seeing the way that this Mungrung's Madness is set up, I can see why it's called Madness. Because, geez, I'm going to go over to that big one. Do the similar. Look inside of there. Is that another roll?
Yes, I'd like you to roll me another sleight of hand check.
Okay.
And then,
this one's gonna suck.
Following it, a perception check.
Ooh. Sleight of hand. Yep. Hey.
Oh.
Finally, I'm gonna fuck it up.
Roll
And
me
you said perception.
Yep.
This one's gonna fuck up too. It's a 9.
As you go over to that one, your fingers.
He was a
reach-
little bit more mad. All right.
About the lions? That makes sense.
Yeah,
You,
he
like,
saw the lions and got a little.
You reach out toward the tarp that is covering over this circular cage, and as you reach over and your fingers slide in between the part in the tarp, there is you move it maybe an inch, and as you do, there is a slam suddenly on the side of the cage as whatever is inside seems to have noticed it, reached over and slammed the full force of whatever it is into the side of it, causing it to buckle and for you to just flinch back very briefly. You catch a glimpse of something large, somewhat muscular, but covered in what appears to be this lightly hairy chitinous body. And as soon as you see it, there is a single insectoid-looking eye that you see just in the dark catch light. And the moment you see it, you look away and you have a headache. You find your head begins to throb immediately as you do. As it slams into it, you just hear this distinct, angry as it hits it and the sound of metal shakes. Large fingers, each of them like... these the hand that is like fingers are trying to reach through the bars has enough width that it could wrap around and crush your head, and you are aware of that. Its fingers try to protrude through the bars that are inside and don't manage to reach you. Eventually, whatever it is seems to recede, and you hear just poof, 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 as it backs up from the side it was on. But you're aware that whatever it is, it hurt your head, and it knows you're here.
Okay. Hey, man. I'm a chill guy. I get it. Thank you for the headache, bro. I want to assume that's from the screaming, but it's not. You have weird devil powers like me. I want to investigate this more. Am I being looked at? Am I being thought of? Do they see me? Because
I'm going to roll
I'm assuming.
a D100.
I'm assuming something's going on.
You do hear, roll me, well, I won't even have you roll perception. You do hear outside just a distant, did you hear that? What was that? It's okay, we're gonna go check on it. Stay here. And you hear movement.
All right. That's sad because I want to stay here and actually see what this really is. But if I were to, I assume boys would see me. Damn. And I can't kill them, which would be my idea. I literally thought for a second, you could kill these guys.
Why shouldn't I?
All right, I shouldn't do that one. But just know that I thought about it.
That's so funny.
Skarn decides, at this point, I've gotten information and I don't know what that is. But I didn't get a color of fur, did I? No? Yay? No, it's too dark.
So again, it's
assume.
this like chitinous insectoid like husk
Okay,
that was just
okay.
covered in like sparse amounts of like hairs, just small little hairs.
Okay. But I'm still, that's a good enough amount of information. I'm going to get the frick out of there from another direction so that these people can't see me.
As you
As
do,
I escape.
as you do, give me one last. As you like rush over to the other side of this tent and you like pull up the bottom, being like, "Oh fuck, fucking tent tarps are heavier than I thought." As you slip out that way, and you slip out to the outside, we'll say your stealth check gets you out because no one was looking explicitly for you. But that said, roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yes, please. Decide. Perception?
Perception, yes.
Whee! Oh, come on, man.
You still got an 18.
I dropped a 19 and got an 18.
It's true. Effectively, you dropped to 21.
That sucks.
As you shift over and begin to leave, you see two individuals walking in. They appear to be dressed in the clothes that you associate with the carnival workers that are here, kind of like light, fluffy, sort of pseudo-gestury outfits. They walk in and it's like, whoa, come on, are you all right? Did we see something in here? What happened? What scared you? And behind them, just as you're ducking out the side, as you become aware that if you were to hang on any longer, you would be seen, and you shift out, you see the shadow of a very tall, broad figure with a what looks to be like a mantle, like a cloak pulled over their shoulders. Not the kind of thing someone would wear to hide themselves necessarily. It looks more noble. And you see a hood pulled up over the top of their head. You can't see much about them, but you do see this very large, like 9-10 foot tall individual who could be a Goliath, for all you know, for what you're seeing of them walking in. Carrying what looks to be a spear that they're using kind of as a walking stick, moving very deliberately. Every step they take is mechanical. They're moving like, I don't know, no one's gonna get this. They're moving like heckin' Soren from Kara no Kyokai. Hold on, I'm gonna get a gif. I can't just... Soren.
Very important.
No.
Help visualize.
Kyokai.
Yep.
Is there a thing of
Always.
his footsteps? I'll get it later. But the wide gait, controlled steps, walking forward, gets over to the side of the cage, and as you kind of duck down and have only like a couple inches of curtain to see through, you see this individual raises up an arm, and this disproportionately long arm emerges from under the mantle that looks like it's made, it has scales on it. It looks like these greenish scales with long fingers. The arm of it looks like it could be a dragonkin, reaches out from it and reaches over to the side of the cage and wraps through it, and you just hear a very, very soft shh. Everything is fine. You're fine. And the creature inside the cage goes quiet. At this point, the other two that are with them begin searching in such a way that you realize you have to duck out. And you finally let the curtain totally fall, the tarp totally fall down, and you are now outside.
Good information, thank you.
And what would you like to do outside?
Whoa, what's that? Mentally. All right, I'm just gonna walk away. At this point,
Whistling walks out the back of the tarp. Runs.
But I feel an inkling to town crier to my friendos. You know,
Yes, good.
I think that's the best of ideas here. So I'm going to. Scarn doesn't know where you guys are. Run
Dude, I don't know where I am.
towards where I would assume you guys kind of would be. Cause y'all just left me at the wolf. I was drunk.
It's true.
I'm amazed I don't have a
Hell with
hangover.
this.
I feel like maybe you gotta roll a constitution check, see if you got a hangover.
I don't know.
That's just for fun. That's just
Tummy
you
ache
gotta.
survival.
Yeah.
So you're heading out to try to find the others, effectively.
Yeah, basically.
Roll me an investigation check into the
Yippee.
tower, and we're gonna cut away from you, and maybe you'll pop up. Who knows?
Ooh.
All right, neat.
Oh wait, I still have the dis hat. No, that was the normal. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Pepper.
Logan.
Before we cut back to Lilia, which is fully my intention, you wake up. What are you doing? You wake up. Waking up's happening. It has occurred. You've awakened.
I'll wake up. Okay. I guess I look around my room. Did Oxalia ever get home?
They do not appear to be there.
Uh-oh. I really hope that covering of the transportation circle isn't too much of a big problem. All right. I probably give myself a motivation in the mirror. You can cast magic now. You can do this. All right. Slaps face a couple times. I don't think there's anything that I'd be like researching or looking into right now. I would probably I would have woken up later than the others did. So probably getting up a little bit before they head over. Have breakfast. And just be like getting ready to meet up with them. Not realizing they're on their way to her.
All right, well, the others then, Lawrence and Desmond, arrive up at the Bobcat, and I would say that they come to and encounter you.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, good morning! And Fever will like give Lori a hug and mouth like over to the side of him, mouth at Desmond. Lori crying? And then be like, alright, what's on the docket today?
Paperwork.
Keezy.
Ugh! What? What
I gotta
paperwork?
go get a warrant to steal mail from a halfling.
That doesn't seem very
Summarizes.
following the rules.
Well, I'm getting a warrant. I could have just stolen.
That's true.
But other than that, grab the others.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of what we could get up to.
Oh, we gotta think about when we're gonna make the dive to those other latch temples. That's gotta come up soon, rather than later. Every day we give them more time to try and set up that, the more corpses and people they're gonna need to try and take again to stick Gotham in somebody.
That was my thinking too.
You also gotta worry about that guy who's got the other half of the rock.
Yeah, the rock guy. You told him about the rock guy?
Yeah, I
Yeah, he's
told
got
him,
half of this rock. And
Yeah.
Pepper has the other half.
Still can't believe we got away with that. That was crazy.
I still can't believe he walked out of that bar.
Listen, a lot was happening, Desmond, okay?
Apparently.
He had us going for a little bit,
Yeah, I was really worried.
admittedly.
A little lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
He was threatening to, like, explode the whole place, and we had civilians there.
It was
We
bad,
don't
yeah.
negotiate with terrorists.
Mm. We didn't have our
What- okay, what do-
negotiator with us.
Yeah, what do we do instead?
Weapons.
Yeah, probably kick their ass.
Yeah.
Is what I think he's putting down.
Okay, but like he was like, if you do anything, I'm gonna kill all these people. So what am I supposed to do with that? How do I not negotiate out of that?
Well, he realized that if he did do that and was telling the truth, then it's not your fault. Otherwise, if we did everything that anyone said that ever did, we'd be in a really bad spot.
How do you just decide that something's not your fault?
Because
That's
it's not.
crazy.
You don't
That's
need to decide
no.
it. You need to realize it, I suppose is a better word.
What?
Yeah.
Has it been like this all morning?
Yep.
It's been a bad morning, Pepper. It's been a bad time.
Oh, gosh. Y'all need coffee? Snacks? Anything? They're nice
Lilia,
here.
Didn't Lilia say I'm not supposed to have coffee? I mean, there's so many things that Lilia says I'm not
I
supposed to
don't see
do.
Lilia here, do you?
You want to lie to Lilia and do something behind her back?
Omitting things and lying are two separate offenses.
I
Glory.
will have coffee with you, Pepper.
Oh god. I'm beginning to second guess this.
Yeah, just to fill you in. We had to tell Maurice about my mom today, so he knows.
Probably not.
Because
Right.
of the bad memory
Parasite.
thing. Yeah.
I imagine he'll forget by tomorrow.
Isn't he gonna be pissed that we're gonna have that warrant for the letter then?
I don't care if he's
I
pissed.
don't think that matters.
Assuming I get the warrant, it doesn't matter. I've never met a person who's been happy to receive a warrant for anything.
Fair, I feel bad for the guy. He's really nice.
Manners are something to consider, but I think this is a bit grand to be worrying about the gesture.
Well, the downside would be to try and, assuming he forgets, tell him again, have him relive that same trauma, and then hope that he changes his mind and shows you the next time.
Desmond, that was hard for me to do the first time. I don't want to tell him.
I mean, it's hard for you. Imagine how he feels. It's like this, the first moment, and it'll be the same thing all over again.
How am I gonna know that he's not just gonna forget it again?
Exactly.
I didn't know Maurice was close with your mom?
She worked for him at his tailor.
He was really, really good to both of us.
Teamster?
Yeah, they were close.
What do you call a place where a
Sounds
tailor
like he's
works?
still good to you.
I feel like it's a tailor. This is the bit.
What?
I always say I'm going to the tailor, but it's the person I'm talking about. But like, if I'm going to
Yeah, there's
like,
definitely
Like
a
a
bar.
tailor shop?
I wouldn't say I'm
there's a
going
word.
to the bartender. I would say I'm going to the bar. So what is
Yeah,
a,
because there's
a
also like
tailor's
it's like a
building?
tailor and like a
Think
seamstress. But like, where did the tailor and the seamstress work? What is it called? Oh my god, you guys, this is gonna bug me. Cloth house. That's
I
what
have
we're
no
gonna
idea.
call it now. Yeah,
I'm probably
It's a
just going to keep
cloth
saying I'm going
house.
to the tailor, and I'm
a
just going to
house
assume
of cloth.
it's like, it's like Madonna.
It's in all of our games now, Aaron. Just Madonna.
Everyone knows Madonna, famous bard.
Yeah, everybody knows Madonna. Yeah. No.
Love her stuff.
I found the answer, but I'm not
the
in the
answer?
but I'm not in the game, and the answer is
Tell us,
actually
God.
really interesting.
Oh yeah. tell us, God. We promise to not, like, know it in game. We'll just keep calling it Cloth House in game.
A haberdasher.
Oh, that makes sense!
Yeah, I knew that!
Son of a bitch!
I've been to haberdashery!
I know that word.
I know that word! God damn it!
So it is. To be
it!
clear,
I
to
knew
be
there was a
clear,
word for
to be
it.
clear,
Fuck!
because I just heard it. To be clear, the shop is not called a haberdashery. It is a haberdasher. Haberdasheries are the small articles that they sell. So the items you buy from them are the haberdashery. The
Go to
place of
haberdasher
business is
to
the
see
haberdasher.
the tailor to buy his haberdasher.
Somewhere in Atlanta needs to change their title then.
So that's fun. You'd probably bump into issues about how much that's used between here and Britain, but you know what? It's so. In the United States, the term refers to a men's clothing store that sells suits, shirts,
Yeah.
neckties, men's dress shoes, and other items. That's about the closest I can find. And in Britain, it's just anywhere that sells dressmaking, knitting, buttons, ribbons,
Yeah.
zippers, sewing items, blah, 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 blah. So haberdasher.
Hell yeah.
Cloth store!
Ain't that fun?
Yeah.
However, to
that
call it a
cloth store.
tailor, I was kind of sitting here waiting until the joke of like, well, you'd call it Connecting Threads because that's what he named his store.
Evidence.
Nice.
True.
But I digress.
So who are we thinking of collecting first? Skarn or what do we think Lilia's getting up to?
I don't know.
Probably both at their houses, right?
Yeah, we came here first because it's quicker to get you than go to Skarn than go to Lilia. And it would be to go to Skarn, then to you, then back to Skarn, then to Lilia.
Right. Oh, what time is it?
Yes.
Alright.
I
Never
do
mind,
not
sorry.
possess a clock.
That's true! I don't care about time! Who gives a hoot?
You could also call it a mercery.
That's interesting. What the fuck?
I went to a
But
nursery once.
But that's only if they sell the materials as well, like
He
silks.
just kept
and
asking me how I wanted to do things. I got uncomfortable and left.
I was thinking it because of that Mercer!
Mathery, good old Mathery Mercery.
Mathery. Mathery is a great name.
Mathery Mercery.
That's so good.
Mathery!
Mathery! God.
So what are you guys doing?
But yeah, we should go get him.
Drink your dirt.
Oh, okay.
Who you going, sorry, who are you going to get? I was looking up merceries.
We haven't decided, Slush. We don't know where they are, and we don't know what time it is, because I'm not Fenris.
Hot. It's hot.
Oh, Skarn's probably at the One Wolf because they stay there, right?
Right.
Right?
So we can go grab them, and then we'll find Lilia.
Okay.
Sure.
As you guys go search for them, I think that brings us back to Lilia.
Wow.
Wow, you arrive at the Temple of the Moon Rabbit. You arrive at the edge of the pit. You see the elevated cliff-like protrusion that the temple is built on top of. You once again see the light, luminescent moonlight-like light
Nailed it.
bleh, that is being emanated from the moon root up above you. The stage is yours. What do you wish to do?
First off, considering she was going as fast as her bunny feet could take her, she's just like slightly brushing herself off.
I have to make it look like I used no effort to get here. Can't look desperate.
Holy shit, girly.
Straighten up her stuff, freaking like pat off her feet, just like from like any tread on her feet.
Just happened to be here. Just happened to be strolling through.
Yeah, no, just like make sure freaking tidy up her hair, kind of like flip her ears back, straighten up her hat.
Okay, you're just passing through, and you were like, oh, okay, let's go.
And then just, like take her parasol like a little cane and just kind of start making her way through, just strutting it.
She's my hero.
Alrighty. You head up toward the the temple, you come to the large doors. They appear to be open at this time of day. The hour is currently around 11 a.m. As you enter into it, you are familiar with several people here at this point. You know the place is typically run by Melio and by Linnell, but there are other individuals and temple mercenaries around. So what do you wish to do?
She's gonna like saunter in, just kind of look like she totally intended to be here, but also like still passing through, and then just kind of like look around in that little like crane her neck out a little bit. She'll be like,
Do I see him right away? Like, does he? Like, I know where he is, but I can't go there immediately. I have to kind of just be like, oh, he's not around. Oh well, I'll just keep going through the temple. I'm just on a leisurely walk, and this place is now where my leisurely walk has taken me, out of chance.
Crazy.
As you look around, a blade and gun-armed temple knight, one of the temple mercenaries that are hired to protect the place, wearing the colors of Chan Karagosh, but dressed in a fairly eloquent attire, despite the fact that they're armored. They seem to notice you. They walk over toward you, not with a threatening aura, but definitely with a, hey, what's going on sort of vibe. As they get closer, they just, excuse me, miss, can I help you?
Oh, sorry. Am I bothering anybody?
Of course not, but if there's someone that we could direct you to, then we'd be happy to.
Why, that's wonderful. Yeah, I was just kind of on a leisurely walk, and I just kind of, something came back to my mind, and I was like, oh yes, I had to tell something to my friend Sa'un. And, if he wasn't around, then, I would just keep going along my way. But since you've approached me by chance, have you seen him?
Sa'un. You see this individual, this fairly large, kind of wide-set individual, turns over. They look back to another female temple knight. He's like, I think that's the name of the elf that stays in the back. Oh. You here to see them?
Yeah, they're a friend of mine.
Does Linnell know that you're coming? That would involve going back into the back sections of the temple.
If it's too much of an inconvenience, but...
Linnell is the bishop, right?
Yep.
Linnell did tell me that I'm welcome anytime, especially when it comes to going and checking on Sa'un.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay.
They don't seem super hostile towards you, but they do seem like they're like, what's procedure here?
All right. Click. Oh, no. Click. It's not, I'm clicking and it's not working.
Double click.
Okay, one sec.
What are you clicking?
I went to skills, and I'm on persuasion, and I'm clicking the little dice. It's not rolling.
Double click on the number on the modifier itself.
There we go. That is a 16 for a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
They both sort of shrug in a very relaxed way to each other. Like, if Linnell says it's fine, I can't see any reason not to. Just don't wander anywhere that you shouldn't. There's other guards around who'll keep an eye on you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not a bad girl.
They look at you weirdly. It's like the moment you say that, their face goes from not really suspicious at all to...
Come on. You know that if I was to do anything unbecoming, you could easily report me to the BBTA.
So as I said, go ahead. You can go in.
Woo!
The
You
can call chat. That was the face.
saunters in confident, like she's totally allowed to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the exact fucking face, dude. That's so good.
That was the exact visual.
I'm not gonna get over how perfect that is. Just not even mad, just a very... Well, nothing to say.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you head into the back. You make your way back into the kind of open concept sort of courtyard that's in the back that has a large fountain in the center of it. You walk around the outside of it. You note that there are some hallways that you don't quite know where they lead to that go up to other parts of the temple, but you make your way to the back, to the chamber that you know So'un seems to spend their time in, and you arrive at the large stone double doors that have a... oh, this is actually perfect with the thumbnail for today. You pass by a large statue of Chan Karagosh, which is what our thumbnail for today was. And you reach the back, where there's a large set of double doors that have tracings of the moon and emblems of the moon and flowers upon it. What will you do, bunny girl? What will you do?
There's just that look of like while she's standing in front of there and looking at like the depiction of Chan Karagosh, and it's just like,
I know you got me right. You got me right.
Oh my god.
You got me right.
You got me right. Like, this is gonna go smoothly. This is gonna go great.
I hate
got
that
me.
she's here by herself. Jesus Christ, Lily.
Solo adventures.
Whatever you do. Oh man, you were just passing through, and you just remembered Scarn mentioned, and yeah, we got this, girl.
and then she's gonna go right.
Fuck yeah.
She's
Fuck
gonna,
yeah.
Mental scarns
put it-
over here, just like,
put in,
hell
put in
yeah.
the- put her hand on the door to just like push it, and then just like,
Oh,
and then knock knock.
There's a moment of nothing, and then from the inside, just a... Yes, 1 second.
doesn't sound like him.
And for a second ago, the door is pulled open. You do, in fact, see So'un inside.
Oh,
The door is only opened slightly, enough that you can see them. You see them, they look like they are adjusting the cloak that they normally, or the robe they normally wear. They look like they're like tying a sash around the front of it, as they seem to have been caught in a moment of unawareness. As they look out and they see you. Lilia.
good morning. Hi.
Bit of a late start for me. Come in.
Is that why you suddenly sound like you just jumped out of bed?
Sorry if I sounded unpleasant. I didn't mean to.
No, you should do that more often.
Sloop inside.
Doesn't even open the door further, just impossibly through the 1-inch crack.
Squeezes through the space. Becomes
But-
liquid bunny.
Bunnies is fluid.
I
Bun
believe
wee.
it. One wee.
Slurps through.
They seem to go
Slurps.
over, they take a match and they strike it, and just like kind of cradling it in their hand, they start lighting candles around the room to give it more light.
No, well, of course you slept in. If it's this dark, you're never gonna know it's the middle of the day.
Well, day and night have never meant all that much to me.
Why not?
They seem to hesitate for a second, and then they continue moving around lighting candles. Well, a place that I once spent a lot of time at didn't really... The day-night cycle was a bit different from here. So we didn't really gauge time by, like, the passage of days or nights. And as an elf, I don't tend to sleep the same way that you all do. I more meditate.
Oh,
Sometimes I lose track of what time it is.
is Cahulas that far north?
Well, yes.
That means I don't really get a lot of sunlight, huh?
Cahulas
I guess I can
gets... Yes, that's exactly it. Cahulas doesn't get a lot of sunlight.
I mean, yeah, I guess what else? Why else would the day and night cycle be kind of weirdly, odd and perceptive if there wasn't a lot of sun because it's all the way up north?
You see them
I don't
having
know
like a look on
geography.
their face where their eyes are a little bit wider than they should be, and they're like holding eye contact with like a look of what do I do on my face as they keep lighting candles. I'm like, correct. Yes.
So you can make other facial expressions.
What?
And here I thought I was gonna run into the stoic, usually cold and composed Sa'un. No, you're just someone who can't wake up in the morning.
I'm gonna sit somewhere.
I have
Hmm.
trouble sometimes, yeah. Is there something I can help you with?
No, not really. I was just sauntering on by, just having a little morning walk, calmly and leisurely, and then I remembered, oh yeah, Sa'un said he'd be happy and elated to see me if I stopped by.
I am. I love getting guests. Well, some guests.
So you mean like if someone like Desmond or Pepper or even Lori came by, you'd be just as elated and happy?
Yes? No. No. No? Yes.
I only presented 3 people. You said no like 4 times.
Well, to all of them each time. It depends on why they came. Last time you and Skarn were here. Well, I fear that you may have been disappointed after you left.
I mean, we came to talk about things, and it turns out that we couldn't really talk about them. And it's not like I came here to talk more about that stuff, because I'm not going to come here and talk about things we can't talk about because of things that won't let us talk about it.
Yes.
So instead, I thought it would be a wondrous idea, and the convenient timing of Mungrun's badness coming along. I had heard that you were looking forward to it.
Looking for a what?
Forward to it.
Oh, looking forward to it.
Wake
Okay.
up.
Yes.
Damn.
Wake up.
I thought you said something else. Yes, I am. I really enjoy the carnival, and because everything is so colorful and people are dressed up and there's so many exotic things there, people don't, on a yearly basis, usually notice an elf walking around. They just think I'm part of it. So I can go out and be in the town without anybody thinking that, I guess I'm an invader? I don't know.
I guess considering where you come from, that could be understandable. But maybe if you just kind of go along casually, maybe with a friend, maybe you don't have to worry about feeling like an invader and just feel like part of the crowd. You've been here for about a decade, Sa'un.
That's true.
Yeah, so why not try to enjoy the carnival like everybody else as a person of the pit?
I would love to do that.
Great. So what time do you want me to pick you up tomorrow?
Time.
I can surely just pull that book. I can surely write you in. No issue. All day?
Sure, whatever works best for
All
you.
day. Just writes it just in big on a page. All day. Let's see. There's so much to do. What kind of stuff have you done during the carnival, or have you just been passing by like the breeze and just observing?
No, I get very involved.
Like what?
I like to watch people do the guessing games where they try to guess how many of a different type of object is in a larger object.
Okay, so we're gonna play the games.
I like watching it when people do the tests of strength because they're always so strong. I like
Okay,
going
we're
to
gonna do the
watch
test
the
of strength.
lions.
We're gonna.
I like
Pet
watching
the
people
lions.
having fun whenever they're on the wagons and such that take them
We're
around.
going to have fun
exotic
on the
animals.
wagons and stuff.
I like watching from afar as people enjoy the jesters.
You like to watch a lot. How about we do? You ever just want to do?
I'm not very practiced these days at just doing.
Well, then we have to practice. And what better time than a carnival with so many things to do? Have you never just wanted to be a part of it?
Yeah, I have.
Then let's be a part of it. It's so easy. You just gotta step into the light for a little bit.
Well,
Not that scary.
Being a part of this town is maybe not as easy as you think it is.
Have you tried?
I have.
Has someone ever helped you?
No.
And then I'll help you.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, I can't say I'm super well versed in magic that isn't my own, and even then it's pretty obscure. But maybe helping you integrate be a part of, loosen you up a little bit. Maybe it'll help other things. Maybe there's more to magics than just the technical and the whoozy whatsits and the fancy talk. Maybe it's also a little bit of your emotions. Maybe you'll smile.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Well, we're gonna put that on the list.
I
as the
promise
main
you, though,
goal.
I have fun with things. It's just all, inside.
Inside?
Yeah. I take a lot of enjoyment from watching other people have fun, but I try to stay out of the way. I haven't been very outwardly expressive in a long time, but I promise you I'm not as bleak as I look. It's just been a long time since I had anyone that I guess I called a real friend. And even then, last time I did, I was sort of forcing them.
Well, you're here now. You've been here for a while. And I feel like the fact that you've been around, even though you stopped checking in on my family a long time ago.
It was hard.
Well, why? Because you felt bad?
The same reason it's hard for me to really get integrated here. When you can see something that separates you so clearly from everybody around you, it can be very hard to fully sympathize. I mean, I can't get too far into it because then you'll black out and then wake up later. But you know that what affects all of you doesn't affect me. And because of that, you all sort of live in a slightly removed world from the one that I live in. And it can be really hard to see all of you go through that and not be able to do anything about it.
Well, just because they're so far off and removed, like you say, doesn't mean they can't be a little bit closer. Doesn't mean they have to be far away from one another. We can take it slow. See what you're interested in, and then I'll drag you to it. You can try out all sorts of food.
I hope they have Sesketi.
I heard they might.
I heard about that. Sort of. In a way, I heard about that a long time ago. And I've never stumbled upon anywhere that has it. But I really want to try it.
Well, if we can't find it, maybe we can find someone who knows how to make it. And then we can make it ourselves. I'm a disaster in the kitchen.
I couldn't judge. I can't cook.
Then we'll figure it out together.
And my taste in food is historically pretty uninteresting.
What, is it just like rice and water all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, then afterwards we're having dinner with the family. Oh, Mom would love to have you over. I think everybody would love to have you over. They liked when you came over.
They did?
Yeah, that's what Papa told me. He was like, I wonder why that really nice Sa'un guy doesn't come over as often as much anymore. He just kind of seemed to check up on us and say he was sorry, and then he just stopped showing up. It's sad, because I thought he and you could have been really good friends, Lilia. I think so, too.
I really liked your dad.
Liked?
Well, I haven't seen him in such a long time.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Again, it's just seeing what your family was going through, and then He seems to stop as if he's thinking meticulously about how to word something. You're all going through so much without even knowing that you are. And so to know what you're going through, without you knowing it, it just feels like it feels like I carry your family's burden. Like somehow me knowing about it and being around you makes it real. So it just felt natural not to be around you so that I didn't have to think about you not thinking of it. You see their eyes like darting on the ground, not thinking about it. The carnival's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun at the carnival. You and I are going to go to the carnival and have a good time and have fun and do fun things there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ride a wagon.
Yep.
Feel that, bro.
And then
Feel that.
you're gonna see my family. We're gonna just hang out and talk about the old times, maybe. I mean, I didn't know you were the first one to find me.
No, they told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I don't remember that.
Yeah. I suppose you wouldn't.
But I learned an interesting thing, and maybe Skarn told you, in our recent trip in the pit. We met... Did he tell you about Kag?
About who?
Is his name Kag?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, when we were looking for that latch temple you told us about, or the one that you were looking for,
Yes.
we met.
Who's a dwarf?
Yeah.
We met a dwarf, and his name was Kag. And apparently, he and his people lived down there. And
dwarf? A Duragar. A dwarf from...
Yeah.
You see their eyes kind of sharpen and widen.
Yeah.
Are they from Darkland?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have contact with them?
Kind of. We know where to find him.
Is there a way that you could contact them? Is there a way that you could get in touch with them?
At the moment, no. It didn't seem like he knew a lot about the Latch Temple anyway. If that's what you're wondering.
If I could find out where Darkland is.
It's gone.
Well, it might be abandoned, or it might have been destroyed. But its location, where it was, I need to find that.
Apparently it's overrun with some weird fungus thing that messed with people's memories and made them hallucinate.
Yes.
And the hallucinations look like flowers.
That's what I came here for. I didn't know that I was looking for Darkland originally. It wasn't until everything that happened with the Duragar. They seem to stop themselves. After things failed on our expedition, after some research, I found out the place I was looking for was in Darkland. The reason I came here is because I thought there might be some information in the temple. And even after I got to stay here for a while and looked into it, all I found was confirmation that the temple, well, one of the temples, the one I was most likely looking for, was connected to Darkland, or what was formerly known as Darkland. But there's no information here on where to find it, or if there is, they're hiding it. I came here at the behest of I guess let's call him an employer. Somebody who took me in when I was at my lowest. There's a similar issue to the one affecting this town. Affecting a specific group of people far away from here. And I came here both to investigate the strange flow of energy, but to see if it was related. And then I decided not to leave until I had finished that.
So then when you do, you're gonna leave?
I don't know. I mean, I have more work to do after that. The problem is, to me that all feels kind of just like yesterday. I know it's been a decade since we attempted that dive, but even more than elves like me normally are. The passage of a decade, it didn't really... It might as well have been nothing. Until you all came to talk to me. It just felt like I was drifting through life, waiting for a solution to pop up. Until you all said something and I realized how long it had been since you and I saw each other. I wasn't even cognizant of how long a decade really is.
Yeah.
And I realized how long it is for people like you.
It is, in fact, a decade. My hair was only half this length.
You grew up a lot during that time,
Oh, hell yeah, I grew up a lot.
but I owe my life to a very specific set of people. They don't even know it yet, but coming here and researching this thing that's going after your town, it was part of a way that I wanted to repay them, and I've been at a standstill. But if you met a Duragar who was complicit, who was willing to help you, one who could lead us to Darkland, then I could maybe do what I came here to do.
And then you'll leave?
If I'm asked to.
I wouldn't ask you to leave.
Not you. The thing is, I'm on a bit of a time limit.
Time limit longer than 10 years?
Actually, I've been trying to do this for a lot longer. I spent a lot of time tracking down this place to begin with. It's a bit complicated, but my employer and I have had to work under a very specific set of rules. Because, we can't go near a certain set of events. But in about 2 years, we'll be able to make contact with the people we're trying to help. And after that time passes, we'll be able to start leading them down a path based on what we've learned. I wanted to be done with things here by then, so I was going to try to settle things before those 2 years pass. I wish I could say...
You know about things that are gonna happen later?
Sort of.
It kind of somewhat reminds me of something Pepper said. One of the reasons she was here was to stop something.
Yeah.
You can't say? Is it gonna make me black out?
No,
You did?
actually, I think that what Pepper's here to look into. I think they initially came here because they're related to what I was doing. But the thing that I'm after, the thing affecting your town, it doesn't seem to be the same issue as these cults that are going after your town. And it seems like the disturbances that are happening here were caused by those cults. They're very similar, they're very connected, but I don't think that Pepper's here to do the same thing I'm here to do. We're just following the same path to different goals. I owe my life and the lives of a lot of people who came before me to the only friends that I can really remember having clearly. And I also have a lot of things to atone for that I did. So once I'm done here, I need to continue on trying to do my best to make up for some things I did. So I will probably have to leave.
And are you gonna travel alone? Again?
I don't know. I guess I'll be alone if no one goes with me.
Would you want company?
As long as
I've never seen what's out there.
If that company understood that people like me tend to invite tragedy. Bad luck tends to follow me wherever I go.
Maybe you just need a lucky rabbit's foot. 2 of them.
I would like to have someone to travel with.
I've been wanting to travel for a long time. But you know, after talking to my brother, because my brother's home, by the way. He's
that's good.
okay. Has nothing to do with that grave on the bottom of the pit that I still know nothing about. Don't talk about it. I don't want to pass out.
Yeah, that wasn't your older brother.
Also, you know it wasn't Romero.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not Romero, not my parents, none of my sisters. I don't have any other family members that I know of. So still somewhat tied to me, but don't talk about it. I don't want to pass out.
I can't.
Good. Because we shouldn't. But I talked to Ramiro and I told him about a couple things, asked for his sagely advice as someone who is well worked, very worn out. Poor guy, just working himself to the bone. And he did point out something that many people have pointed out, but it's a little bit different when he points it out because he's usually really smart like that. I've been a sitting duck for 10 years. And then I learned that there's some weird stuff happening in these pits. And the person I've been looking for is probably never coming back, if they're even real.
Yeah.
And then I need to know how you're connected in some way. Because despite not having much, if any, memory of you, when we first saw you the other day, something just clicked. And I don't understand.
While I've been here, I've noticed that people tend to forget me very easily. I have some theories about why that is. It is likely related to the fact that this thing can't affect my mind.
Maybe. But it's not just like remembering something, like it's not the same as like when you pass through a doorway and suddenly forget why you're in the room in the first place. You reminded me of them. But unless I was high on weird darkling mold, I don't understand how. You don't even smell like flowers.
Well, I actually... But one of my theories is that the thing affecting this town and I we're like two sides of the same coin. We're opposites in the way that we are very similar. It's an entity that twists and contorts things by bringing them delight. And I'm just the same, but not with delight. Or at least I was. You kind of see them not closing off, But whatever they are forcing themselves to engage with, it is making them, like, you can see them becoming uncomfortable.
Hey, it's okay. I'm kind of joshing a little bit.
I know, I'm sorry. This is how I am. I got a lot of baggage.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Seems like you've been carrying it for a really long time. I'm just offering to help you carry it.
Yeah.
Besides, if my prince is real and he's out there somewhere, sure as hell not gonna. Well, 10 years waiting in the pits has done so much good for me. So, maybe if we travel around, we can have a lot of fun times. You wouldn't be lonely. I might get some idea of where my prince has been, and then if it doesn't work out, then who knows? You can find a nice place, maybe by the sea, with a nice clean breeze.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about the sea.
I've never seen it. Is it nice?
Yeah.
Does it smell like salt?
Yeah. If you're close to the ocean. There's a lot of water where I come from.
I'm sure Mama and Papa would understand if I decided to travel a little bit. Not like I could never come home.
That's right. I'm sorry. I feel like you're fishing for more excitement. I promise you, the prospect of you wanting to come travel with me, it is very, it's very exciting. But kind of wrapping around to the start of this conversation, I just sort of taps his chest.
Yeah, we just went from dot to dot to dot to dot to dot to dot. Have fun with me.
I will. I tend to feel things more than I show them.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. Some things you just gotta train, and those face muscles need a lot of training.
She just like squishes her face.
That's what you gotta do first. Hold on. Let me get up to you. Hold on.
What?
Tippy toes.
What do you...
Smush his face. She's
No.
gonna start smushing his face and going.
You gotta loosen up those muscles. They're so tense.
You feel they are actually very tense. As you try to make him smile, you didn't think that face muscles could fucking fight this hard, but you can see without trying to. He's like,
Okay, wow, they really are really tense.
sorry. I'm not trying to.
I know you're not. I know it's more complicated than that. I know. That's why we're gonna loosen you up a bit by bit.
You can,
We're gonna...
You can come get me anytime tomorrow. I'll make sure that
Bright
I'm
and
ready.
early?
Sure.
You have a window here?
In here? No. This is
Okay.
pretty dead smack in the middle of the temple.
Is there any way that you could get a room with a window? It's a lot easier to wake up when it's not pitch black.
Well, I don't sleep, per se.
Oh, that's right, you said that.
I meditate.
Alrighty then. Then don't meditate too hard. I'll come get you in the morning.
You got it. I'm looking forward to it.
And if you're still asleep, I'm tickling you awake.
I don't sleep.
Well, if you're still in your trance, I'll tickle you awake.
I see.
Get some
I will
early
be
morning
awake
laughs
so I
out of
can
you.
avoid that happening.
I'm gonna make sure to come super early just to make sure I can get a chance.
Mm.
So
Yet-
Unix, just with a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Waiting.
I didn't
Start
meditate.
doing
I'm
some-
ready for the day.
Start doing some breathing exercises too, because you're gonna be so winded after all the laughing we're gonna do together.
Oh, I look forward to that. I haven't laughed in known history.
How
It
long
will be
have you
fun.
been alive?
How long have I been alive?
Yeah, I know you keep mentioning that elves are long-lived and stuff. Well, how old are you? Or is that like a taboo? Never ask an elf.
It's a taboo. It's rude to ask. You
I'm
shouldn't.
sorry. Forever a mystery.
Opens one eye. As if like waiting, so like, are you gonna answer or not?
Long enough that I've lost track.
Okay.
Long
I'm going
enough.
to put
Long enough that the country I come from went and developed an accent around me.
timeless.
Yeah.
There's a romance to that. A timeless partner.
Yeah.
Well, glad to see we've gotten this date in order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go see if there's anything else I need to do today. I was just on a leisurely walk and all this just suddenly happened and fell into my lap.
Of course.
Oh,
You just wandered
oh.
into the core chamber of the temple on your leisurely walk.
Absolutely. I was just like, oh, just... Sometimes you just have to admire the architecture of Changaragash's sanctuary. It's just a marvel. Sometimes you get lost in it. You get lost in it.
Yeah.
You should let yourself get lost in things, Sutton.
No.
There's so much.
No, I shouldn't.
I can hold your hand. That way you don't get too lost. Just let your eyes wander and gaze in awe. You'd be surprised what you find. I know there's not much of a sky here in the pits, but you can always imagine one. I do it all the time. But yes, I must ta-ta.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow then. I look forward to it.
And she's just gonna whoop, hop, 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 thump, thump. And then she's gonna wave him away with her ears.
Yeah, that's adorable.
She's gonna just flitter slorp out and the door closes.
Schlorp.
Good old
You are
flitter
not
schlorp.
immune to non-Euclidean bunny girls.
As the door closes, she just like leans on it.
Oh my god, thank you. You had me so good, girl. I knew I could count on you.
Yes! And then she's gonna leave.
Monster.
Damn.
You just like leave frame left and just down the hall Linnell is just like standing, having been walking, just looking at you, looks at the statue, looks where you went, looks at the statue. You don't see them.
They make that face. That was up there.
The other face again.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
That was so good.
I'm
I
favoriting
love
that
it.
gif. It's so good.
No, it's such a good gift.
It is.
God
so-
damn. It's immediately saved to my favorites. That's so good.
It's so good. Justice! As the others are coming back into town. Today was a fucking walk. As the others are coming back into downtown, you see them in the distance as you're heading towards them, and you catch them as they are coming from uptown into downtown.
Uh-huh.
You see them in the distance.
I see them in the distance, and I stand there. Who am I seeing right now?
That would be
particular?
everyone but Lilia, basically.
Okay. I'm staring. No one else sees. Does anyone else see me yet? Or
Oh,
I mean, it's hard
am
to
I
miss
just
you.
seeing them?
I'll say you see
You're
them as a group
giant.
before they see you.
Okay, I see them and I stand conspicuously tall and point directly at.
Over
I
the
point
crowd of
directly
mostly
at
gnomes and
Lori.
halflings.
Yes, exactly. Just staring in. Just tall man points at child.
Like 700 feet away from you guys, you make out very clearly Skarn above the crowd pointing at you from afar.
Oh my
my God.
god. He's like a beacon.
That's crazy.
Oh wait, the tall man.
Hey! Scar!
I slowly start walking. The arm does not lower until I am there.
That's so threatening. Did we do something to piss him off? Should
I
we
don't
not
think
approach him?
so. It's because I
I
didn't
finally
walk him
stand
home.
up. I'm here. Hey guys.
Hi.
Scorn,
it
that was
going?
intimidating as hell.
Oh, you
What
didn't
was
like
that?
You didn't like that one?
It's pretty good.
That'll be funny. Did you like it? It was funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah. Ha 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 ha.
Just the most intense stare from like from a third of a
All
mile.
right.
They don't get it.
Yeah, it was funny for
What'd
us.
you
alright.
find, boy? You pointing. What'd you find?
Yeah, so I was going on my fun little morning walk. Everyone does that, right? Everyone has a like nonverbal walk in the morning, right? Okay. Anyway, I was going on my funny little nonverbal walk, and
Oh, okay.
you know, Mug Run's Madness is happening. I've been going around seeing it's happening. You remember they have animals, lions.
Tigers
But-
and bears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
but one. So we've been already seeing a lot of weird beasties, right?
Yeah.
Those lions
That's
are
just
big.
capybara.
Those are some big
Oh.
lions. And I don't know what's in that bigger cage. Yeah, something's going on with this. There's some madness in this Mug Run.
Huh.
Damn it, can I try that one again? Let me do it.
Yeah.
There's some madness in this mug and it's running.
Oh.
It runneth over. In fact.
Fucking beep.
It's rolling.
I think my nose is bleeding.
You should fix that.
God
There's
damn.
a third perception warping ability around.
Just one
The
random beep.
director.
The director.
An entity with the
director
power that if
changes.
something happens the way they don't like it, they beep it back and make it happen slightly differently.
That's what the truth is.
Incredible.
It never changes anything story-wise. It's only stupid dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking Echo. 4 seconds, that's the limit. So you get. Anyway, reality research itself.
Ugh. Okay.
So some shit's going down with this carnival, okay?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but this is not normal. They didn't. I didn't know what was going on, but I also saw some guy, and I don't think there are many people bigger than me around.
Fair.
Yeah, but it's some regally dressed tall guy with a weird arm. That's the last thing I saw before I was,
Oh.
stealthing out.
You okay?
Oh, just dying a little bit.
I hate that.
You gotta stop doing that, Scar.
And I'll work on it.
Okay.
Regally
something.
dressed big guy with a weird arm.
Yeah, that's all I know, man.
Yeah, does that ring any bells to you? You're from here.
I mean, I don't suppose I know anyone like that, do I, God?
No.
Hey.
I don't know.
Do I know anything like that, God?
Probably came with the
No.
circus.
Thought so.
Like,
like
did he
talent?
do anything? he's
Walked
just a
up to the
weird-looking
big
guy?
cage. Yeah, so of course I was investigating inside of there, and I might have slowly.
With none of us.
Yeah, shut up. Look, I might have.
Oh, look, a copper piece.
Yeah,
crazy.
you see what I mean. You get it. You get it.
What?
It's just like, oh,
That's the thing, he's always trying to get
He's
us not
coughing
to
again.
do.
God damn it.
Yep.
I
know
don't
it's hard to
what
tell.
we're talking about.
Yeah, so I walked in. I was trespassing. You know, trespassing. What else am I gonna do? They can't see me, even though I'm gigantic. Yeah, and like I was just seeing what was going on, and I had to escape. Of course, I'm not gonna stay in there while they're, I don't know what's going on. I saw weird animals.
I found another
Right.
copper piece over here.
Scarn's just throwing copper pieces in distance, just like.
Alright, I guess someone's got to decode this for Desmond's hearing. Eve's peeping.
Yeah, but that's all I got. I have no idea what's going on with this, and I feel like with our mini investigations, this is another mission inside of our Rolodex. What's a Rolodex?
Oh.
I'm back. What's a Rolodex?
I don't know.
Something wrong with the animals.
But yeah, no, we need to
Rolodex
write
is
down.
something
We
wrong
need to
with
write
the
down all the
animals,
things
okay.
that we have to
No.
do, and we
Right.
need to prioritize them.
No, you're just being silly.
I do feel that we do need to prioritize something. I don't know what yet, though.
We also need to plan our dive. We know there's 2 latch temples, and one of them's gonna have more spooky badmans. I also forgot we need to find a way to stop Moontheris from going anywhere. Because from the way things are looking, they're they're little Looney
More of a
Tunes.
suspect.
No, I mean, we
Right.
directly heard from formerly known as Gotham that one of them succumbed to the same beliefs that their sort of dad believes, and then the other one's just depressed. And, Leona seems pretty depressed, and the other one's weird and looks like the person we saw. So I figure.
Right. That's our ringer.
Yep.
That makes sense to me. If we're gonna do that, we should do it before we handle the dive.
Yeah, I just don't know how long we're gonna be down there.
Also, they can't put Gotham in them if they're not there. Was my thinking.
Very true.
Sounds good to me, honestly.
Anyone heard from Lilia today? I noticed
where-
that they're
Yeah,
not
where
here
is
in our
Lilia?
head count.
Probably like making mushroom filters at home, or I don't know, like I
Getting
don't
bunny
know.
brain damage from
yeah.
all the mushrooms.
Should we go get her?
Yeah,
I mean, she's capable.
it's always nice to see them, and I'm sure they'll want to be
Yeah.
filled in, so we don't have to have this conversation twice.
I would like
Makes
to
sense.
finish the party.
Party?
Like at a restaurant.
What?
No.
Let's get our group together. Scar
Oh,
walks
goes
away.
one. Oh, Scarn!
Lilia, around this time,
am.
comes bouncing up
I got
into
little legs.
downtown, and in the distance, for the sake of pure convenience, can see the group. Lilia, you can see the group. They're kind of like
We're
hanging
up
out
at
on the
Northern
bridge beside
walking
Thread Metal
down
Wares.
towards Lowtown.
Yeah.
God.
Scarn, it's time! Point!
She's just fucking
Yeah, do the thing.
skipping and twirling like a Disney princess having her fucking I Want song.
God.
Oh, no.
Strolling by the Seine.
Oh,
damn
you're
it.
bouncing all nice. What's going on with you?
You didn't see him
Okay.
pointing at you? He's been pointing at you for
We were
forever.
pointing so hard.
Yeah, you didn't. Hi.
It makes
How
sense.
you
You
doing?
see me pointing.
Well,
Hi.
I clamber down from
I
Scarn.
I was just on a stroll.
So were we.
Oh wow, how convenient.
Very convenient.
Lovely
why are you
day. We're
looking
all
away?
promenading.
So
What is with this skipping?
Everybody looking forward to the carnival tomorrow and all the rides and games and food and.
About that, sugar.
Mm.
Yeah.
We Scott's problems.
This carnival, I don't know about the whole thing. Can't say. All I
there's a
know,
Rolodex there.
I don't know what that is yet. I said
Best
it.
ride.
Weird word. Anyway,
Pepper said it means when animals are.
I don't
Acting
think that's
crazy?
what it is. That's
Oh.
not it. But the animals are kind of messed up.
Like
You
sick
know how-
or something.
I
I'm
went on my
assuming.
morning trespass. Walk away, Desmond. I went on my morning
Okay.
trespass, and in there I saw some the day before on my other morning trespass. I saw these lions. They were fine. They were eating normally. They're not eating normally. They're not eating. They're not even noticing my large and imposing presence, but something else did. Something else did, and it's bigger and more
Splash my hand in
imposing.
the river.
Yeah, they got big monster animal things. I don't know what's going on, but this thing is scary. You want to investigate this and not have a date with your best friend? Wait, what happened? What happened? What?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
You know, what happened with that Sa'un guy?
How did you know I was going to see Sa'un?
I always know.
You always know.
You love this guy. You're not gonna just constantly
What
go.
are you
Damn!
talking
Yeah,
about?
I know you.
And then, like, also,
I know
if
you.
you hadn't, you would have been like, I didn't go see Sa'un, but you said, how did you know I went to see Sa'un, Lilia?
Exactly that
You
too.
played
That-
yourself.
So yeah, how'd it go?
Exhibit A and B.
Well, I'll have you know, Skarn,
Okay.
that it went pretty well and I have a date tomorrow.
You have a date?
Oh, you have a.
Okay.
I'm now actually concerned. Wait, you actually have a date with Sa'un? What?
Yeah, your girl works fast and has her ways. It's just a shame you just always find a way to doubt me.
No, I actually am doubting you. How did that happen?
Lilia, teach me your ways.
I asked nicely. We talked pleasantries.
Yeah, but that hasn't worked for the last 10 years. How did he do that now?
Damn.
Look, I wasn't super duper aware of him for the last 10 years, and we're making up for lost time.
I guess.
Why, did you want some advice?
I do. Like, hand in the air.
No, I'm just.
Well, you
I'm
said
more
you was gonna be
concerned
happy
on.
to see
You ran out of words real quick there, Skarn.
No, I'm just more concerned on how you got the guy who doesn't talk to go on a date.
And I
Making
told
good
you I
points.
have
There's-
my ways, and that was based on the fact that you told me that he would be happy to see me again. So I I totally didn't lie.
And
What
don't
do you
forget body language, Skarn.
Why?
totally didn't lie? What are you talking about?
Lie to your best friend, Skarn.
Yeah, I know that.
I can't believe you would lie to your best friend. Skarn, if you were just jealous, you could have said something.
I'm not even jealous. It's more so concerned because, like, how old is this guy? Skarn gets randomly protective. It's like, how old is this guy?
Timeless.
Yeah, that's the concern.
That's,
Like drawing in the dirt with a stick.
Yeah, I'm like chirping in, but I'm watching this unfold from afar.
Look, I wasn't just going about and doing fripperies and trying to get dates. I did get some information from Sa'un without passing out. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait, huh?
Way to go.
It turns out that he's looking for Darkland.
Wait, he's looking.
Yeah,
That place that
wants-
Tag was from?
yes. It
Oh.
might be it's more connected to the Latch Temples. It seems to be something to do with, the DM can correct me if I'm wrong, the thing that he's looking for. And that Cag might also know a bit more, and he wants to see Cag.
How are we going to find Cag?
I don't
Oh
know,
my
but
God,
at
the
least we
list
have
just
some
keeps
sort of
getting longer.
idea of how to find him. If we found him once, we can find him again.
I could contact him.
You
contact
can?
him.
What?
Everyone like just
Like
turns
looking
to
at Pepper, yeah.
Yeah, learn. I got a spell for that. I can only do it once, but I can help out.
Well,
Well, you can do magic, right?
before we send anything, we need to.
How good is your stick drawing?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We rested, right, Logan?
Yeah, it's been
Yes.
a night. Everyone went to bed.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know what? Just to simulate that, I'll
Yeah.
just hit the long rest right now.
I just used my curriculum spell from last time. Okay,
There you
now I can. If I'm casting it at 3rd level, I have a lot to say.
would
I'm just
Ag
saying, if
come
we did
here?
need to contact.
That's my question. Is like, will we have to go to CAG or would CAG come here?
Soon can come with us next time we dive, don't you think?
That is also an option.
We could ask him. You know, I am. He is gonna be with me all day tomorrow. Yeah,
We should ask him for that.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just you know trying to weave in conversations to kind of like make sure gauging interest and things like that, you know. But I did get some information based on what was going on. It's just now I didn't know that now something's going on with the stupid fucking carnival. Don't ruin my fucking date.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do it on purpose. I
Hey,
just found
Scar
out.
found
I'm
it.
not blaming you, Scar, and I'm mad at whoever's fucking up the carnival because they're
Yeah, I'm
going
mad
to
at them
ruin my
too
date.
because they're messing with animals.
And that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your date. Yeah,
I'm pissed,
whatever.
dude. This carnival is supposed to be fun. They fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
And the
Jesus.
fun of the carnival.
The fun of the carnival, but they're also hurting animals, and that's fucked up, dude.
All of
And
these
that's
things
illegal.
culminate. All of these things culminate in the carnival being ruined, Scarn. Okay, I care about all of it.
Let's have the
I
information.
I kind of need all of it to happen.
List how the information is found. Animal abuse is illegal in the pit, right? Right? Just
Hey, come back.
I'm
Come back.
looking at calling
holy
out to
shit,
Desmond.
that drawing. What the hell?
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Huh?
Look at Desmond's drawing, Lilia.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's pretty. Wow, considering the medium.
Yeah, it's hard to draw you jumping and skipping like you were, but you know, I had a bit of time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, is it illegal to do animal abuse?
Yeah,
All right, good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
it's like the #1 sign of a fledgling serial killer.
Oh.
Speaks volumes what you're willing to do to things that can't tell anyone.
Did you know that the vast majority of all serial killers who are women were nurses?
That
What
scares
the
me.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Huh?
Just, I
Don't
don't
see
know if a
me
nurse
letting a
ever
cleric
seems
take
sus.
care
Just
of me.
keep that in mind.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
God damn you to hell. It's awful.
Oh, with that revelation,
What?
I don't know what order to
we might-
prioritize the millions of things we have to do.
yeah, I don't know
We
what to
gotta
do.
link
This
up.
is crazy.
Well, I
gotta
gotta
link up.
file for that warrant.
Yeah, we gotta be here until at least tomorrow because we need that letter.
We need to talk to. I mean, I'll probably talk to Commander Dendron while I'm there. I will need to anyways. About the other latch temples, and we'll have to plan another excursion down there. And I should hopefully be able to convince him to detain Moontheris for the
As a
time being.
reminder to the party, you don't actually know how to get to either of the remaining latch temples at this
We
stage.
still gotta talk. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
We still gotta get our guy and talk to him.
Yeah, we'll have to find like a route down. But we should start planning for that because ticking clocks and whatnot. Whatever those are.
Whatever those are.
Time passes. That's as much as I know.
Well, there's There's a nice one at the wolf.
Well,
Usually broken though.
so what I recommend we do, says Logan, not anybody in the game. Everybody. I recommend that everybody jot down their objectives and the things that you guys have to do. And it seems, because we are just about to hit 3 hours, seems like it would be maybe prudent to outside game, maybe talk about like what order you want to do stuff in, and then be ready to come back to it next time. Because I think, as bit of a random stopping point as it is, I think I'd basically like to stop here for today. Ahead of you guys, to my knowledge, you have the carnival tomorrow. With the whatever's going on with it. They could just be attractions, Scarn. You don't know. It could just be attractions.
We don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
No,
There's the carnival tomorrow.
I don't like it.
There's gonna be a
There's the
day.
carnival.
My head hurt.
There's following up with Kathos,
Yup.
or at least finding him, because he is going to try to use the other half of the crystal to try to effectively divine the location of another one of the latch temples. You guys are aware that the Temple of Chan-Karagosh, that you were told by Gotham that they might know more about where the remaining latch temples are than they let on, because that temple was involved in the effort to build them to begin with. You guys have using Pepper's magic to contact Cag, which I'm pretty sure you're talking about the sending spell, right?
I am.
Yeah, so that's the method. They can contact them, but they can only have a back and forth once a day, assuming they use it.
It's true, but it's at a higher level because Warlock?
Yep, it's cast at your spell level, and because we're using the 5.19 stuff, that means you have more words. It'll say it in the spell description.
Dear God.
And also the warrant, and the following morning or sometime the following day, going to retrieve the letter left by Maeve to Maurice. Crazy old Maurice. He was in here raving!
Yep, every time.
Those are the things that you guys basically have on your plate, apart from some minor things that you might decide for yourselves. With all of that, you guys figure out where you stand on that, figure out what order and whatnot you want to do them in. We're going to have next week off. I want to remind everyone of that. Next week off, and then the following week on. I may group, so we're going to take the 28th off, right? I'm gonna roll credits like right now.
Yeah.
Would you guys... I want you guys to check your schedules. Let me know if maybe we, since we're going to take the 28th off, maybe we don't take the 4th off. That way the following month we can make up for it.
Yeah, I this time have
Oh, like in January.
Yeah, in January, let's not take the first week off to make up for
Okay.
it. Let's move that to,
Likely,
basically,
yes,
let's move that to the
sir.
Christmas week.
Yeah, because the thing is I just in case it was forgotten, because I'm not going to be around on the 18th.
Right.
And I won't be around on the 25th either. I'm going to be on a cruise.
We may play on one of those days without you if it makes sense to do so, if that's cool, just because it's 2 weeks. Maybe we talk about if we could also move those days to another time that makes sense to make up for it. But in that case, we definitely should play on the 4th, because since we're going to have those off. But we'll talk about a lot of that. But just a reminder to everybody at home that there will not be a game next week, and there will not be a game on the 28th of next month. Although maybe we'll stream something else. Maybe we'll do like a hangout stream or whatnot. With all that said, thank you for joining us. If you wish to, on Drive Through RPG, the 5.19 books, the setting guide, the bestiary, and the setting guide are both available to order via print on demand. Remember all the risks that come with print on demand stuff. We can't exactly assure quality because of how it is. That's on their end. But if you want to order them, please feel free to. And with that, we are going to take off, and we're going to see you guys next time we come into play.
Next time.
Next time.
Adios, you're loved and appreciated.
We love you.
We love.
We love.
So much love.